Check, check. Different purple and a really good. With that tonight. As mentioned a little bit ago, Labette County, their first win since February 3rd came on Friday. That win on the 3rd was at home against Winfield. And so Labette County is still searching for kind of that quality win. As they've had some games, you just touched on it, where in the first half, they've gotten to the locker room and we're like, okay, all right, we got something going here. Put together another 16 minutes of play and we're cooking. But they failed to do that. And so Labette County is still looking for that quality win that kind of pops your eyes a little bit, whenever you look at the final score when the game's over and say, wow, they played well tonight. So a quality win is still something that I think they can get this week, both here at Pittsburgh against a 14-8 team and then at Coffeyville. Both of these games this week are on these teams' senior night, so it's never easy to play somewhere on senior night.
Hey, Ben.
Rock Chalk.
Yeah, that was one heck of a
Oh, I can't imagine.
Oh, I'm so tired today.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
Working with it. Gober has the ball, suffocated by Davis.
For three from three. Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another idea. Look at Idea Tech.
Look at that. That's horrible. It's gotta be. Let's give her a.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder at the conclusion of this game.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. We're gonna have. We need to quit putting so much strain on it. Can we wrap it or something, or get that thing out? I don't know.
You left that.
Man. 18-4, Labette County leads. Did we get the audio to work? Oh my goodness, we did. Good job, Jonathan. Let's just pray it stays that way. Thank you, Lord. Davis, right wing, rotates the ball around the purple three-point stripe, arching corner to corner. Carnahan drives and his body bumped and fouled by Jorge. As we seemingly, if you haven't given up on us and turned your volume down, we welcome you into the YouTube live stream, at least audio-wise, for the first time tonight. Labette County trails by 14 points here on the road. Hostile environment, I might say. McKinley Baker's touch floater goes down for her third point of the game.
Such a nice job there by McKinley. You got to stay aggressive. It's easy to get down to a team and kind of get timid. She just goes right at him and scores. That's a big deal.
A nice skip pass and an extra. One more, and a three-pointer is no good, though, for one of the first times tonight by Angie Miller. The Dragons have made 4 threes in the first quarter.
I can tell just watching. This Pittsburgh team's a nice, complete team. They've improved.
Davis had a three-point shot blocked, no whistle, and the Dragons rebound it up by 12.
See here what the Grizzlies can do on this possession. Just get one stop here, and then we'll see what we can do on the other end.
Nice ball movement by the Dragons. Leads to a two-pointer by Odessa Reed. And then Labette County travels, trying to break kind of the pickup full court by Jorge. Davis turned into her chest and surprised her a little, and she got caught traveling. As instead of keeping track of jump balls tonight, we should have kept track of Grizzly turnovers, although it might have been a good thing we forgot.
Well, yeah, and again, it's just hopefully we can get settle in here in a minute. Right now, Pittsburgh's just been so good in every aspect, offensively and defensively. Grizzlies just can't get it going.
And then a turnover and a layup plus the foul. No, missed it, was her trick, and she'll shoot 2 free throws. As man, yeah, I've said this 4 times already, but the YouTube stream has yet to hear me say it, so I'll make it a 5th time. For some reason, maybe it's just because we've been at home for a week, but it's senior night here. There's a good amount of people here. Their band is big and loud, and I think that it has hurt our girls when we've had the ball tonight. The atmosphere, things have snowballed. Where I feel like in recent games, as the first free throw is missed by Hertrick, in recent games we would turn it over maybe once and correct it for a while. Things have snowballed, and a lot of nervous turnovers by this team. Second free throw good by Hertrick. Tegan Shaw in the game. She had a great JV game about an hour ago. Grizzlies turn it over again. Right to left come the Dragons, and the layup's good by Reed. She has 8 points. Coach Vollmer had her hands on her hips as she watched Reed score the layup. 25-6, Pittsburgh leads. Timeout, Labette County, with 6 minutes to play in the half. Back in 1 minute, this is Lady Grizzly basketball.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Foul on Pittsburg here to open up play out of the Coach Vollmer's 60-second timeout. And already within 3 seconds of the timeout ending, she sends in 2 subs. So the 5 on the floor, Tegan Shaw, Millie Carnahan, Jackie Schull, Kylie Roberts, and McKinley Baker. The Grizzlies have been stunned by the atmosphere seemingly here early in this game. They're down 25-6 as we near the 5.5-minute mark in the second quarter. Coach Vollmer sending a message with some subs getting thrown in the game, and the Grizzlies turn it over again. Dragons keeping the foot on the throat, but the layup is missed by Jorge after the long outlet pass.
Yeah, Coach Vollmer's doing what a lot of coaches do. It's kind of a technique. Millie Carnahan, nice jump shot there for 2. A technique to kind of let your starters sit down and watch the game from the sidelines and kind of just let them view the speed of it and then put them back in and hope they kind of engage a little differently.
Three-pointer by English misses from the corner. Rebound collided. McKinley Baker ran into Elkamil, and/or Elkamil ran into Baker, but both seem to be okay. Labette County misses a shot on this end, and the Dragons come away with it. Grizzlies, not a lot going here on the road. A little floater for the Dragons is off the rim, and it's rebounded by Carnahan.
A little better possession there. Pittsburgh got 1 shot, missed it, and we got the rebound.
Millie drives, leans into a floater that misses, fights for her own. It's on the floor, and a foul on Labette County as Gober had the ball on her knees, swinging her arms back and forth, and they whistle in a foul on Tegan Shaw, her first. The freshman getting some minutes tonight. Davis and Amory Baker back in for the Grizzlies.
Millie Carnahan did a nice job. She does this every game. Drove into the middle and kind of shoots this floater shot. So good penetration.
Pittsburgh, good transition offense, or really not even transition because they had to throw the ball inbounds. But Elka Mills scores it. Labette County just not defending too well inside the painted area.
Yeah, right now Pittsburgh's just cutting and seeing, and nice job there by Amory Baker too.
She got fouled, and something that she finds herself doing quite often, shooting free throws. First free throw off the mark by Amory. Checking in for Pittsburgh is Briley Mantooth for the first time tonight for Coach Gegg's squad. Second one off the mark as well, rebound English. 27-8, Pittsburgh leads, 4 minutes to go first half. Jack Leak III and Jack Leak Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the live stream. English drives and is fouled. 2 more free throws for Pittsburgh as she's limping a little bit on maybe a right or left ankle, can't tell, but seems to be all right. Has kind of a compression sleeve around her low left calf. Not sure if that has something to do with a a past injury rather, but she plays on. First free throw is a pure swish with under 4 minutes to go in the half.
Kind of noticing Coach Vollmer's got a couple of freshmen out there. I mean, I know she's playing for this year, this season, this game, but she's also wanting to get some of these younger kids continued play time in a pressure situation against a good team. So, you know, just a nice mix out there right now.
English missed the second free throw. And Labette County, Davis launches a three and airballs it. Carnahan, great effort.
Yeah, I do have to credit Millie, just always competing at full tilt, you know, just never giving up, down 28-8 and playing as if we're in overtime here.
Three-pointer from the heart, clanks off by the freshman Elkamil. I would assume that Kendall Elkamil, freshman for Pittsburgh, is related to Gavin Elkamil, who played whenever I was in high school, who was another one of those Pittsburgh boys players who was just so good.
Yeah.
They've had a few of those just next-level athletes come through here. So not surprised to see the freshman Elkamil out there playing here. Labette County has it, but not for too long. McKinley Baker diving for the ball, slid her feet too much and traveled. Labette County down by 20, kind of limping across the floor here. Not literally, but kind of how they played, I would define it as limping.
Yeah, they just been hit in the mouth early by this Pittsburgh team that came out swinging and I think made 4 for 4 3-pointers. So we just have to catch our breath and kind of settle in here and try to win the next couple of quarters.
Kind of a quick shot by Gober misses. She came off the bench for them and hit 2 threes in the first quarter. Pittsburgh as a team had 4 threes in that period and has not hit one here in the second. But how about Millie Carnahan getting downhill and at least doing enough on offense to cause Coach Gegg to call a timeout. It's Labette County 10, Pittsburgh 28 with 2:45 to go in the half. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
Labette County trails by 18 here at Pittsburgh on the Dragons senior night, but have played well enough of late to cause Coach Gegg to call a timeout and get into her girls during that break. Another foul on Labette County here.
Yeah, a lot of pride in the Grizzlies, you know. They take a lot of pride in the tradition and the jersey they're wearing, the high school they play for, the town, the community. So, yeah, they won't quit.
Here's a whistle and a held ball with 2.5 minutes until halftime, and it'll stay with the Purple Dragons this time. The Dragons have definitely cooled off a little bit, only 10 points in the second quarter compared to 18 in the first, but still time to improve, and they start off on the right foot. Elkamil scores it.
Yeah, that was just too easy. We were in position. We just didn't defend. Had the baseline as a defender and didn't use it.
Shaw backdoors and a reverse for the freshman, and she finishes. She's going to be a nice player,
Yes,
already is.
Yeah, what a nice pass and then a patient move. I thought she was going to shoot on the front side. She went underneath. Very well done.
And a foul called well away from the play. Nearly an MJ's Burger House situation, but I won't pull it out. I'll save it until we play at home.
It would be a Jim Steakhouse.
Yeah. Oh, what'd they call there? Was that on Pittsburg? That might have.
Yeah.
It must have been on Pittsburg. Not entirely sure. They don't have a number 13 on the floor, so I don't know what I missed there. Regardless, Labette County has the ball and turns it over yet again with 1:40 left in the half. Kylie Roberts trying to defend Miller here. English, left elbow, faces the basket, turns and chucks it. In the corner, given room is El Camille, three-pointer good.
Gosh, that was a nice play by El Camille. Kind of faked the drive and pulled up the jumper and canned it, so good athlete.
Baker underneath, goes up and is fouled by English. And Amory Baker will make that trot to the free throw line one more time here in the second quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 21.
Yeah, we said it earlier. If you're defended by a good player like Amory is, defended by English, you take it to them. You go right at them, maybe get 2, get 3 fouls, and all of a sudden they start becoming a more conservative defender. They have to kind of back off, so Baker does a nice job making that first free throw.
Second one good as well, allowing Kaylin McCoy to check in for her. Remember, Baker picked up her second personal foul not that long ago. So she'll have a seat with 1:10 left in the half. It's 33-14. Pittsburgh in front. Three-point shot on the way. Missed by Mantooth. Rebound Dragons. Kick out Jorge. Missed it. And the rebound is Roberts, and she'll try to find a point guard and find McKinley Baker, who heaves it ahead to Millie Carnahan.
Notice Coach Vollmer went to a zone a little while ago. That seems to be more effective than trying to play man-to-man with this team.
Kaylin McCoy on the block, stripped going up, no fouled. And that might be English's second. And McCoy will shoot 2 free throws with under 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, again, that's what we just talked about. Go at their best players, throw it inside. It doesn't always work, but sometimes you score, sometimes you get fouled. So, yeah, English can't really afford. Coach Gegg does not want one of her best players out there with 3 fouls.
Second free throw good, or I'm sorry, missed. The first one was good. So McCoy splits the pair. 33-15 the score. Labette County's had a hard time here. And English is returned the favor and fouled on the other end.
Kind of the same thing that we were talking about doing to Pittsburgh. They went inside against us and draw a foul on the Grizzlies. So both teams feeding the ball inside.
English fires away and hits the first free throw. Seniors for Pittsburgh, this is their final regular season game. Odessa Reed, Anna Jorge, Sophia Hertrick, the 3 seniors on their roster that I have in front of me. Second free throw for English, up and good as well. 5 points for the sophomore. She will sub out with 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, right now the Dragons are hitting on all cylinders, shooting free throws well, and so right now the Grizzlies doing a pretty good job of running into this buzzsaw tonight because the Dragons have really played well.
Tegan Shaw, freshman for the Grizzlies, has the ball poked from her grasp but picks it up, finds Roberts, throws to Baker. 7 feet from the rim, makes it 5 feet. Turns, shoots, and scores. There we go.
Yeah, that was so nice. Kind of drove down with the right hand and pivoted to that left hand she's so good with.
Jorge from half court misses it. And at halftime, Labette County does well to stay within 18, as funny as that sounds. They trail 35-17 at halftime. Back in 5 minutes with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. We'd also like to thank a few other sponsors for allowing our broadcast to take place. We would like to thank Day and Zimmerman, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Community National Bank, Labette Health, the Bartlett Co-op, Labette Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, Tank Connection, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Unified School District, USD 506, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, and Labette Center for Mental Health Services. 4 minutes until the start of the second half. Your halftime score, Labette County 17, Pittsburg 35. It was kind of the equivalent to how we were doing up here at the broadcast table, was a replica of how the Lady Grizzlies were doing down on the floor. Kind of panicking, searching, turning the ball over, failing, you know. So we couldn't get the audio to work for a while on the YouTube, but man, the first half was just, man, it was a blur.
Yeah, it really was, and gosh, you got to credit. Pittsburgh came out. Man, they looked sharp, like a well-oiled machine. When they were in offense, they're cutting and trapping and rolling and just really did a nice job. Their pressure bothered us, got some turnovers and some lay-ins, and the Grizzlies took a full quarter just to kind of know what hit them. I do feel like we played much, much better in the second quarter. I don't remember the breakdown from 4-1 to quarter two, but it sure seemed like we kind of found ourselves a little bit and at least kind of right the ship a little bit.
Leading scorer for Labette County was Amory Baker and Amelia Carnahan. They each had 4 points. For second leading scorer, Keely Good and McKinley Baker take that cake, each with 3 points. Tegan Shaw, freshman, played extended minutes in the second quarter, has 2 points. Kaylin McCoy with 1 point. For Pittsburgh, leading the way for them, Adelie Gober and Odessa Reed each have 8. Kendall Elkamil has 7. Mackenzie English has 5. Sophia Hertrick has 4. And Angie Miller has 3. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 4, Pittsburgh 18. And then Labette County did well to go blow for blow in that second quarter, getting outscored only 17-13 in that one, giving us our halftime total, Labette County 17, Pittsburgh 35. This is the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. This Pittsburgh team is 3 games behind the already defined outright SEK champion Independence Lady Bulldogs, who are undefeated in SEK League play, and Fort Scott and Pittsburgh are in second place with 3 league losses, so they can't catch them. So the Bulldogs have had a great season, and that will be rewarded firstly before any sub-state or state awards that may come for them, with a plaque that says first place SEK champs. So congrats to Independence on kind of locking that in after last Friday night's games. Labette County is 2-8 in conference, with Coffeyville as well at 2-8. Parsons 2-9. They only have 1 game this week, I believe on Thursday, against Chanute. Speaking of Chanute, they are 5-5 in the league. And so it's Independence 10-0, Pittsburgh and Fort Scott with 3 losses, and Chanute 5-5. Jonathan, are you enjoying the Pittsburgh High School band? They're pretty good.
I love it. Wow, that was really loud. I love a good band. That is something that I thoroughly enjoy. You remember whenever we went to Towanda? You remember how good their band was?
You loved their band.
I loved their band.
Which you appreciate like an older classical style type of music, and if I remember right, that Circle band played some older classics.
They did. I really liked their band.
Oh yes, we didn't do this in the pregame show, but Who would win in a fight between the mascots, a grizzly bear or a purple dragon? Are you making fun of my look?
The dragon.
That's a brilliant segment, though.
It's not actually, but
Oh, wow.
well, I mean,
Jonathan loves it. Who would win in a fight between the mascots? I love that as a pregame segment. I don't know. Maybe a grizzly bear. You never know. Keely Good, heart of the floor. Peyton Davis right side as the clock ticks under 8 minutes to play third quarter. McKinley Baker, confident drive, scoop shot misses, rebound English, Davis fighting, but Mackenzie English able to keep it alive, but not for long. What a steal by Carnahan. Davis put back up and in. What a statement made early by the Lady Grizzlies.
yeah, I love all that. McKinley Baker started it all off. She just stays aggressive and goes downhill the whole game. So, yeah, great effort there.
English, deep right wing, right in front of Coach Gegg. Longtime Grizzly, broke many records in a Grizzly uniform, did Tristan Gegg. English drive, settles into a jumper, too strong, rebound good. Maybe Labette County can go on a 6-10-0 run here to open up the second half.
Well, I'm looking over your shoulder. Of course, in the first quarter, we were outscored 18-4. Second quarter, it was only 17-13. So,
yeah,
we vastly improved every quarter so far.
Peyton Davis misses on a three-point shot, was wide open on the left wing, and a foul on Labette County. 2 free throws nearing for the Dragons. Boy, as Davis shot that three on the left wing, I kind of glanced at Coach Gegg because I was guessing it was gonna go in based on momentum to see if she was gonna maybe call a timeout quickly, but the shot missed from Davis. And on the other end, conversely, the first free throw is up and in after setting on the heel of the rim for a while. That is Sophia Hertrick at the line.
Hertrick did a good job of drawing the foul, penetrating, and none of the Grizzlies got in front of her with their body. We just kind of reached out and hacked, so cost us a foul there. Misses the second. Grizzlies have the rebound, coming right to left.
36-19, Dragons lead. 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Keely Good, left wing. Baker, deep post position. Now McKinley Baker getting the start tonight. Kaylin McCoy was sick on Friday, working her way back into things. Carnahan misses a three from the corner. Second three shot in the first 2 minutes by Labette County. Rebound, Purple Dragons.
Felt like that was a good set for the Grizzlies. Good shot.
Three-pointer missed by Hertrick. Long rebound, McKinley Baker. Peyton Davis, right corner, turns and throws it away. The first poor possession by Labette County of the second half. Coach Vollmer was kind of mind-boggled by our decisions there to throw it away, and a three-pointer airballed by English. Out of bounds. Hertrick couldn't quite save it in time.
Yeah, again, another nice possession by the Grizzlies, really defensively. So, hey, kind of take this possession down, see if we can't get a score and, get this game cut closer to 15 or so. It's headed the right direction.
Yeah, you made a good point. The first quarter has defined the game so far. Another three-point shot missed by Keely Good. English in transition. One-arm flip, good head fake by Miller. Back to English, open three, short. Rebound Baker, and it might have went off of Amory, but it could have been a foul on Reed. And so they give Labette County the ball. Carson Moore in for Amory Baker.
Thought he did call a foul. That was a major foul. Pretty strong hit.
That's why I wondered if maybe he gave us the ball as
He
kind of the
owed it
benefit
to
of the
us.
doubt.
Yeah.
Carnahan drives into prison, throws it away. Baseline, 3 white jerseys, and typically that mathematical equation doesn't result in a positive number. But Carnahan hustles back and gets a steal. She racks those up pretty mightily but quietly sometimes in these games. Grizzlies throw it away one more time. Here comes Jorge, and she won't attack the rack. She'll slow down and find a teammate. English throws off. Reed, right-hand layup, good.
Yeah, those turnovers are just going to come back to bite us. We just can't throw the ball away like that. Not against a quality team.
really feels like Labette County's played a better third quarter, and they have just 2 points almost halfway through the period. Another three-pointer missed. I believe that's 5 threes shot in the third quarter, which, you know, it's kind of how you get back in it, I guess. They haven't been bad shots, but not much downhill penetration by the Grizzlies posed in the second half so far. Timeout Pittsburgh. With 4:15 left in the third, the Grizzlies trail 38-19. Let's take a 30-second timeout. This is Lady Grizzly basketball.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. National Security Mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
(38-19), Pittsburgh leads Labette County here in the ladies matchup. And a jump ball whistled in. Millie Carnahan clapped and smiled as the ref called a jump instead of a foul, as she definitely deserved that one.
Yeah, it was a good job defensively, and that was a good call. Sometimes they miss that, but he got that one right.
4 minutes to go in the third. Labette County will have it working right to left. Here comes Kylie Roberts, dribbling with her head up, finds Tegan Shaw, who throws it inside off the paw of Carson Moore. A Grizzly turnover, hands it to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's the right idea and a good look inside pass, just a little hot, maybe a little out in front. So, nonetheless, Pittsburgh's basketball.
And English scores it on this end.
Just kind of a backdoor cut there by English and a good pass inside. So, that was well drawn up, well played right there by Pittsburgh. Makes for an easy two.
40-19. Here's Shaw on a drive on the block. Throws one out that's intercepted by Hertrick. Pittsburgh pretty good on both ends. They're not going to be like a top seed in when it comes to the sub-state or what have you. I mean, they're going to finish with a 15-8 record, which is pretty formidable as Labette County pokes one out. Right now, they are sitting as the 7 seed, which is, man, that's going to be a good 7 seed.
Yeah, kind of a scary team. And 5A is a different animal, but,
yeah.
But still, they're playing real loose and together right now. So Pittsburgh will sneak up on somebody.
Dragons miss on a 3. Carnahan shoots one for Labette and misses. Roberts' putback is there. Nice job staying home by Kylie Roberts.
Sure was. Got that rebound, went straight up quickly. That's how you got to do it before they get time to kind of swarm you.
The third quarter box score is Pittsburgh 5, Labette County 4. And a foul on the Grizzlies. 2 free throws coming up for Reed.
Yeah, from his angle, it looked like a foul. That was a jump ball too. That's unfortunate.
That's the 4th on Amory Baker with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Wow, those came quick. Reed swishes her first attempt. Mantooth checks in for English, and Davis comes in for Amory Baker. Second free throw, no good by Reed, and she'll get her own rebound and lay it in.
Well, just when we compete and whatnot, we let something like that happen. That's a killer.
Davis quickly right to left, dials up a layup that misses strong, and the outlet pass goes out of bounds for the Dragons. And so they return the favor in the form of a turnover, and Labette County unwraps the gift and gets the ball back.
It's good effort there by Peyton Davis on that last possession. Had a good look at it. Just came in a little hot, couldn't get it to go down.
A big boys game on tap after this one. Labette County still trying to fight for a SEK title. Grizzlies toss it out of bounds again. We'll kind of talk down the scenario there in the Tank Connection pregame show of the boys contest here at the conclusion of this one. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Labette County 21, Pittsburg 43. Here come the Purple Dragons. They'll bobble it around. They've been loose with it in stretches as well. Good heads-up play by McKinley Baker. Bats one out of bounds.
Now this Pittsburgh squad continues to play just a good, complete game. They got several good players. Millie Carnahan here with a nice job anticipating an inbounds pass. Gets a steal and draws a foul, I believe.
First foul on Pittsburgh of the third quarter. Labette County only sitting at 2 team fouls. Carnahan throws ahead to Davis in the corner. Shull. Bounce pass inside to McKinley Baker. And a held ball will keep it with the Grizzlies. With 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Filling in here on senior night inside Pittsburgh High Gymnasium. Quite a few Grizzly fans, really a lot actually behind us.
Yeah.
As I look behind me, and a lot of red is sitting in the purple bleachers behind us. As for many years, every single year that I've done radio, dating back 7 years ago, they have put visiting radio, which is us, right behind our bench on the floor. Not a good spot, but this year they put our table up kind of on the catwalk, which is nice. And Davis misses a shot underneath for Labette County. McKinley Baker, her hard work's going to pay off. Roberts hits the deck as well. And a timeout is going to be rewarded, I think. Yes, timeout Labette County to savor a possession. 43-21 Grizzlies trail with 1:10 left in the third. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Kaylin McCoy scores underneath for Labette County off the inbounds play, and then the Dragons throw it away. So Labette County with a little bit of life being shown here, down by 20 now with the ball.
Yeah, that's all you can do, you know, when you're in a situation like this, is that next play mentality and maintain your pride and your, you know, your main goal, which is just to kind of win the immediate possession, and you play that until the buzzer sounds. That's what we continue to do.
Labette County attacks the rack. Nice job by McKinley Baker. Her hustle just stands out to me so much. She got blocked by English, a nice play by McKenzie, and McKinley just sprinted back. That's all she cared about, was getting back on defense.
Exactly, yep. She embodies what we're talking about. You can't let getting stuffed or whatever, you know, sometimes players kind of carry body language.
Walk back, yeah.
Man, she jets back to try to get a steal, so that's all you can do as a player, is your best on this possession.
Open three in the corner for Pittsburgh, misses. Kick out English open, unselfishly kicks it to Jorge. She'll miss, and Labette County doesn't put a body on Miller, and the rebound goes to her and out of bounds off of who? Pittsburgh. Labette County ball with 27 seconds remaining in period number 3.
Kind of a little bit of a Wild West exchange right there. Just lots of bodies from both teams kind of flailing and going for the ball there. So Labette County somewhat fortunate to get possession that time, so that's a good thing.
Carnahan left wing, throws to Davis, heart of the floor, drives, bounce past McCoy, deep post catch, misses the hook, but right idea. English, a nice player down there. Carnahan, how about it? How does she sniff out the basketball so well in a situation like that? She was congested and still stole it. The layup was missed in transition though, and Pittsburg misses a half-court heave. At the end of 3, Labette County trails Pittsburg 43-23. 1 minute timeout and back with the fourth quarter on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Labette County trails by 20 as we start the final 8 minutes of the ball game. That means the fourth quarter. Grizzlies will need to outscore their opponent by 23 points if they want to win this game over the next 7:50 as English lays it in with the right hand.
Yeah, and again, we'll just take next possession mentality, try to win this quarter as best you can and see where that puts you.
Davis drives and is fouled by the Dragons. The second on Jorge. As we thought, it's a 22-point game, so sometimes the fans aren't quite as into every play whenever it's not a close game. Carnahan misses a floater, but we certainly anticipate this boys game to be a pretty darn good one, and so this atmosphere is going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll ramp up for sure as the night goes on.
Jorge with the basketball, that's Odessa Reed. Misses on a little turnaround jumping hook shot. Rebound Grizzlies. Keely Good, Millie Carnahan, McKinley Baker, Kaylin McCoy, and Peyton Davis. 5 on the floor for Labette County, who throws it away. And then Davis intercepts a pass, saves it from going out, somehow rolls to Carnahan, and her layup's good.
Yeah, good for her. And, of course, Peyton Davis kind of got that started. But, again, great hustle there by Millie Carnahan.
Grizzlies back down 20, 6:40 left. Jorge throws it at the feet of Hertrick. Tough catch, but she brings it home. Reed right block, one-arm flip. English deep under the basket, good look, and basket good plus the foul, Odessa Reed.
Gosh, I got to compliment that. Some really nice passing inside by Pittsburgh. Some good bounce passes and cuts, so that was pretty.
Ginger Weathers in the game alongside Aaron Dickens for Labette County. And one free throw missed by Reed. Good box by Carnahan, and she'll get the rebound and a foul on Reed. Reed is the player earlier who missed a free throw, got her own rebound and scored, and Millie Carnahan was like, I'm not going to let that happen. Carnahan's really played hard tonight.
Yeah.
Very hard.
That's kind of been her mentality the whole season. But, yeah, I see just continued extra effort out of her this evening as well.
Grizzlies have a turnover possession again. Dragons left to right with the rock and a comfortable lead on senior night at home. Jorge, yet to score tonight, drives and his body bump fouled by the Grizzlies. Second on Peyton Davis. Amory Baker in the game alongside Tegan Shaw. Amory has 4 personal fouls. Grizzlies showing a 2-3 zone on the inbound set here from the Dragons. Ball is in and intercepted by Carnahan. Man, she's really played well tonight and with a smile on a lot of occasions. She's enjoying her final couple regular season games as a Grizzly.
Yeah, she's kind of a sneaky little assassin. I mean, she doesn't strike you as someone to come in that quick and sneaky.
Grizzlies turn it over. Dragons chuck it ahead. Hertrick fouled by Dickens. 2 free throws for Hertrick.
Not a bad foul there by Dickens. I mean, she was going to go up for an easy 2 points, so let's make her earn both of them at the charity stripe here.
First free throw off the mark for Hertrick. Paisley Daniels in the game for Labette County in place of Ginger Weathers. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the game. Labette County trails 25-47, and the second free throw finds its place. Hertrick has split all 3 pairs of free throws she has attempted tonight. Carnahan throws off to Dickens. Skip pass back to Millie. Oh, too high. Man, did that hit that gentleman in the head on the front row, or did it hit the rail behind him?
Hit him right on top of the head.
He didn't really react.
His wife did. She's eating popcorn. She rubbed his hat. He went back to texting.
Yeah, he didn't. He's just like, shoe fly. Get off of me. Man, that nailed him. Unfazed. What a warrior. Pittsburgh misses a 3, and the putback is good by Reed. Man, she's put the hurting on us. She's got 15 points.
Yeah, and again, Pittsburgh's got 5 really dynamic, or 6 or 7 really nice players, so you can't really just shut down 1 or 2.
50-25. Another turnover by Labette County, but Paisley Daniels does a nice job forcing a held ball that will keep it with Labette County with 4:50 remaining.
Yeah, the hustle and the grit for the Grizzlies continues. It's always been there. Just some of the gloss and some of the more finesse parts of the games hurt us.
Underneath, Labette County misses. Tegan Shaw with the basketball and a foul on Pittsburgh. Foul on Mantooth, her second. English checks in for the Dragons.
Grizzlies had 2 or 3 opportunities that time to score, just had people hanging on us a little bit and beating the ball around, so just made it tough inside.
Whistle and a foul on the Dragons and 2 free throws for Labette County. Continuing to try to play scrappy, it's Paisley Daniels. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Daniels had a nice move that really caught our attention in the JV game. She went coast to coast and laid it in with the left hand, which you don't see too often from a right-handed player at this level, and she'll miss the first free throw.
That's right. Coaches always stress that. Sometimes in practice, they'll just take a 15-minute block and say, work on your worst shot, or your worst, dribble left-handed for 15 minutes or shoot left-handed for 15 minutes. So
Daniels goes 0 for 2 on this trip. Aaron Dickens, a little fading hook, misses. Rebound English, long outlet pass, finds Jorge, and her first points don't come. Putback is no good, but a foul on Labette County, and Elkamil will go to the line. The freshman had 7 first half points.
Yeah, again, I'm okay with the foul there. I mean, they're going to score a layup late in the game, up 25 or 26. Let's go ahead and stuff that or foul it and make them shoot free throws.
First free throw good by Elkamil. 4:20 left, Labette County down big. Grizzlies will finish the regular season at Coffeyville on Friday for the NATO's senior night. That won't be easy. A good game the last time these two played, with Labette County coming out on top, or Coffeyville rather, when we played. Second free throw missed by Elkamil. Carnahan with the basketball, working right to left in the waning back half of the fourth quarter. Labette County ran into a really nice Pittsburg team. Carnahan, three-pointer, misses, and the rebound is Keeley Good, who's fouled by Pittsburg, and that's the 5th team foul. So 2 free throws for Keeley.
Yeah, good effort there underneath by Good. Kind of got trapped on the baseline, was going to throw it off the opponent's leg, which is kind of your only thing you can do when you get trapped. So anyway, drew a foul instead and makes the first free throw here.
Odessa Reed checks in for Mackenzie English. Keeley hits both free throws for Labette County. And then a steal on this end, Carnahan. Looks for a teammate, isn't there, slows down. Kylie Roberts at the top, back to Carnahan, gets by her man, drives all the way to the basket, layup, good.
Very nice job there by Millie. Drove in, kind of head faked, and finished the play. So
another timeout, Purple Dragons. Coach Gegg just kind of looks at her girls as they sit down. So a couple moral victories by these Lady Grizzlies, forcing a couple Coach Gegg timeouts tonight. Back in 1 minute, this is Lady Grizzly basketball.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Foul on Pittsburg here with 3:15 left in the fourth quarter. It's 51-29 Purple Dragons. I'm Jack Leake III alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the live stream. Baker, it's Amory Baker. Her first free throw is good.
Amory did a really good job there, getting the rebound, kind of pivoting inside, staying patient, getting the shot, kind of drawing the foul. So
Baker swishes both free throws. Nicely done by the seniors. Made her last 4 free throws.
Come the Grizzlies in the full court press, so, you know, just always fight on.
Ball worked, breaks the press. Purple Dragons calmly in a half-court set. Good, crashes in on English. No whistle called. Ball goes out of bounds. Dragons will inbound, and they do with 3 minutes to play in the game. Up 51-31 are the Dragons. English working with the ball, dumps it down in traffic, batted by Baker, intercepted. Nice defense by Amory Baker. Keeley Good made Mackenzie English frustrated on that possession.
Yeah, English tried to force one in there. It wasn't there.
Carson Moore underneath, turns, kind of realized she was somewhat open and scored it.
You know, here we go. Grizzlies just about had a turnover there. I spoke too soon. Kind of had the Dragons flustered on the press, and then we end up with a foul. But I was about to say the Grizzlies have strung together 2 or 3 pretty good possessions on both ends of the floor here. Pittsburgh still got basically their starters in, which is fine. Senior night, varsity game. Need to probably keep track of your points. You're trying to beat teams by as many points as you can right now. So, I mean, this is still mano-a-mano. We're playing their best and our best, and we continue to play just a little bit better than we certainly did the first half.
Reed misses the first free throw after the foul you talked about. The second one missed as well. Rebound Grizzlies with 2:25 to play. 51-33 home team. Carson Moore's inbounds pass is deflected right back to herself in the corner. Now she'll heave it again off the backside of the backboard, and it'll be Pittsburgh ball.
Yeah, just kind of got ourselves trapped, and then Pittsburgh denied. Everyone matched up and just didn't leave their man open for the pass, so results in another turnover for the Grizzlies. We've had one too many of those tonight.
2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Grizzlies get a steal, and the layup is missed by Good, out of bounds off Labette County. Pittsburgh will have it.
Oh, Keeley worked so hard for that layup, and it just kind of eked out the top. We've had what feels like several of those just not fall for us. It's unfortunate.
Odessa Reed harassed by Robertson. Good throws it to Hertrick. Up ahead, Jorge. Elkamil, skip pass, backside block layup, good by Reed, who continues a great night. 17 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that time we just sagged away from the other side to the ball too far, left ourselves exposed on the backside of the paint.
Roberts throws from the left wing to the right wing in the final minute, 40 seconds of this game. Carnahan, shot off the glass, misses. Baker is there, and Amory's fouled and will shoot two.
Another good job by Amory to be in position, go up hard, and get the rebound and put it back and draw the foul. So credit that. She shot free throws well, so hopefully get a couple here.
First free throw no good by Amory Baker. Labette County will fall to 7-15 on the season and 2-9 in the SEK. Baker makes the second free throw. And Kylie Roberts with a steal. She'll turn and throw to Carnahan. Backside block, good look, and good finishes. Nicely done by Carnahan.
Yeah, continued to do a nice job with our press, and then some great passing there. So very nice.
Jorge throws to Elkamil. English looking inside. Pretty soft foul called on Keeley Good right there. Two free throws for Mackenzie English with Pittsburgh up 17 with 1:07 left.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, normally, of course, the refs call the game the way they should all four quarters, but sometimes when you're in a ball game with a minute left and the team's down 20-something, you'll let some of those soft fouls go, but probably the right call.
A really exciting race in the boys' side, both as far as SEK title hopes for some teams and sub-state seeding with SEK teams packed in there like sardines. So stay with us. We'll break all that down in the pregame show of a really highly anticipated boys' game. English makes both free throws. Carnahan, floater, short, gets her own putback, good, and the foul.
No.
Waves off the shot, foul going the other way, unbelievable. That's 5 on Amory Baker. Coach Vollmer can't believe it.
Goodness gracious. I seldom talk down on refs. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Welcome. You've been initiated. You are officially a sports broadcaster.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. How about a little icing on your cake, Dad? 2 free throws at the other end. Let's jaunt the other way.
Well, I was just getting ready to compliment Millie on that play for following her shot. We talk a lot about that. When you shoot the ball, almost always follow your shot. I say almost because sometimes the point guard out top has to stay back to eliminate a fast break attempt. But other than that, you should follow your shot.
It's English at the line, shooting 2. First free throw good. Due to free throws, she's crept her way up to 12 points, looking for 13 here. 1 minute to go, Grizzlies down 20. Tegan Shaw back in alongside Jackie Schull, and Ginger Weathers will come in as well. I think the refs are letting a couple Pittsburgh players come in before they let English shoot the second free throw. And indeed, in comes Kylie Serrano and Lainey Treisler for Pittsburgh. English in a pretty quiet gym, bends at the knees, fires the second free throw, and swishes it. Now in for Pittsburgh. Back in is El Camille, the freshman. Mantooth in there as well, alongside Adelie Gober. So Pittsburgh looks like they're going to be the 7 seed, potentially, well, probably the 7 seed, as they're 2 games back from the team that's the 6 seed. So that's closely unattainable unless that team drops both games this week. Dragons won't be an easy out for anybody. Probably going to host that first round game as well, are these Purple Dragons. Grizzlies turn it over in their half-court attempt, and Pittsburgh will have it left to right with 20 seconds to go and no shot clock. 57-36 Dragons. Travel called on Treisler, and Labette County will have the basketball with 14 seconds left. Really good Pittsburgh team.
Yeah.
Big difference from playing Humboldt at home to Pittsburgh on the road on senior night. Tough game here for Labette County tonight. Weathers to try to finish off the night on a positive note, misses, but Roberts' putback is there.
Well, that's a nice little way to at least end the game, you know, with a Labette County score. So
Final score, Labette County 38, Pittsburgh 57. We'll step aside for 2 minutes and have the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Lady Grizzly basketball.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech. Senior night ceremony underway here at Pittsburgh High.
But for us, it's the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Lady Grizzlies fall 57-38 to a really good Lady Dragons Pittsburg team. As I don't remember what the final score was. I'm going to look of the last time we played Pittsburg, but I feel like it was close to this same score, like really close, which is why it's kind of picking at my brain a little bit. But Labette County was popped in the mouth early, only had one field goal in the first quarter, and of course could never recover. Dragons, good ball club.
Yeah, they sure are. Coach Gagg, I really want to tip my cap to her. It seems like this team's playing, they're having fun, sharing the ball, passing the ball well. Not one player tried to just take over. They just played every phase. They pressed well, they defended well, rebounded, and, made some threes, and yet fed it inside. So just a nice team with some young kids too. So, Dragon basketball, Lady Dragon basketball is looking pretty nice for the upcoming future.
Leading scorer for Labette County was Amelia Carnahan with 8 points. Keely Good and Amory Baker each had 7 for the Grizzlies. Other scorers were Kylie Roberts with 4, Kaylin McCoy and McKinley Baker with 3, Carson Moore with 2, Tegan Shaw and Peyton Davis each with 2. So a pretty quiet night for Peyton Davis. Don't feel like she played poorly by any stretch. Perhaps Pittsburg had a pretty good game plan for our talented freshman here tonight. I would assume that would be the case, to her only having 2 points tonight. For Pittsburg, Odessa Reed, 19 points, Mackenzie English, 13, Gober and Elkamil with 8, Hertrick with 6, and Miller with 3. At halftime, it was Labette County 17, Pittsburg 35, and in the second half, it was 22-21 Pittsburg. So Labette County played a bit better of a second half, of course, but that first half was tough to overcome. 57-38, the final score here in Pittsburg. That will do it for our Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of the girls. We're going to step aside for a 5-minute timeout as their senior night ceremony continues on, and I'm going to step aside for a restroom break, and we'll have the Tent Connection pregame show in 5 minutes for the boys on KLKC. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Tank Connection pregame show of Grizzly basketball. It is Labette County, 13-8 on the year, 6-4 in the league. Pittsburg, 9-13 on the season, and 6-5 in the conference. Big matchup, a lot on the line for Labette County in particular. They are still in the race for an SEK championship. I know after a couple games, some losses that were gut-wrenching, it maybe felt like, oh, I bet we're out of the race. But lo and behold, we have a shot. And really, if Independence loses a game this week, then Labette County controls their own destiny as far as co-sharing an SEK title. So one more loss would all but do it, unless Independence and other teams were to drop games as well this week. So simple way to put it, Labette County wins tonight and Friday, and Independence loses one of their two final games, which I believe, I'm trying to get it to pull up, is at Chanute and at Fort Scott. So, two tough games for the Bulldogs, but also two tough games for our Grizzlies, as they'll be taking on a Pittsburg team whose record is a little bit deceitful. They've played some tough teams. They're Class 5A, and so some of their non-conference games, their mid-season winter tournament had some really hard opponents in it, which swayed their record a little one way. It's senior night here tonight, and so it's not going to be an easy task by any stretch of means here tonight for Labette County, but they are in a position where if they win out, they apply pressure on Independence to win out as well, in order to be outright champions, the Bulldogs, this year of the SEK title. Other teams that are in the same position as Labette County: Fort Scott, 6-4 in the league; Chanute, 6-4 in the league. So a way to break it down: Independence 7-3, and Fort Scott, Labette County, and Chanute one game back at 6-4. Wow. What a fun week this will be, and it would be even more fun to think, positive thoughts and what could be if Labette County wins tonight. 14 minutes until tip-off here in Pittsburg. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Grizzly basketball. Jonathan, I'll bring you in for a minute as my dad makes his way back from the concessions. You're a manager on the team. The vibes have been pretty good over the last two games after that rough showing at Chanute. What's the vibe coming into tonight?
We're pretty locked in. Practice this week has just been very laser focused because we're wanting to win out to put as much pressure on other teams in our league that would also need to win out, and we're just trying to put our best foot forward and win these games. That's just as simple as it needs to be, really. But yes, it's been very focused, and yeah.
You can definitely tell that on the court. The game at Chanute was one of the worst of the year. I think a lot of parties would agree with that statement. And then they followed it with their best of potentially Argabright's career at home against Fort Scott on our senior night. And then, of course, putting it on Humboldt on Friday. That was a fun night. Manager Logan Myers scored 8 points. So it was a good week for Grizzly basketball last week. Fort Scott, Humboldt at home, both blowouts, played sharp. Now you have a more important week. Got to go 2-0 this week for a couple different reasons. Dad, I have you back.
Yeah.
Reason number one, SEK title hopes are still alive. Labette County, Fort Scott, and Chanute are one game back of first place Independence. And Indy plays at Fort Scott and at Chanute this week. So a lot can happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's everybody's turn to kind of go the other direction. Meaning this, at any level, college, high school, playing at home, I mean, that's where it's at. It's easy to kind of get your momentum going in your comfort zone. Can you carry it on the road when the band and the cheerleaders and the bulk of the crowd and the gymnasium has your banners hanging in it? It's just, we'll see if the Grizzlies can bring that momentum and that flow and that energy that they've been playing with. And, yeah, they've just played loose. They've had fun and played their best basketball in the last couple of games. So, hopefully we can get out to a nice start here and string together another win tonight.
The second reason for Labette County that a 2-0 week this week, at least maybe one win, but 2-0 really, is important, is sub-state seeding. Now, I want to make this very clear. It's that time of year where, people like to try to guess where we're going to be. It's impossible. Let me let you in on a secret. I have no idea what seed Labette County is going to be, and I have no idea who we're going to play. But I can give you an idea of what may lead to a better path and what may lead to a rough path to getting to Salina. Labette County right now sits at the 6th seed. They are 13-8 on the year. Other teams with 8 losses are Santa Fe Trail, Paola, Chanute, and Independence. Teams with 9 losses, just 1 game back from Labette County, Bishop Miege, Topeka Hayden, and Fort Scott. My point, Labette County could be as high as the 4 or as low as the 11? And if they dropped both games this week, other outcomes come into play. So the range of outcomes for Labette County based off this week is dramatic.
Right.
And we need it to go one way. Not saying we can't make it, but if Labette County loses even one game this week, they're flirting with being that 7, 8, 9, or 10 seed, which would cause them to play in the sub-state championship if we get there, the 1 or 2 seed, Rock Creek or Atchison on the road. Tough. But should Labette County go 2-0, hope you're hanging with me, but if Labette County goes 2-0, they can stay above and up and out of that 7, 8, 9, 10 and not play Rock Creek or Atchison. So my point, this week's important.
Yeah, it is. And, of course, this is how we want it. I mean, it's kind of fun to have so many teams so tightly packed and the competition so well balanced. It's been that way all year. Pretty much, every night you have to bring your best to win a ball game. Parsons boys came into Pittsburg and had them on the ropes a week ago or two, and Parsons had us down 17 in the first half. So I guess what I'm saying is, with all those complicated thoughts or opportunities, or the cookie can crumble so many different ways tonight and again on Friday. You just have to dial it back down. If you're these guys, focus on what's next here. The opening tip, let's win the tip. Let's win the first, just keep it micromanaged, and then you do all you can in the night's 4 quarters, and then you just see where you're at. And then you practice hard tomorrow, and you put, lace up your shoes on Friday. But yeah, it can drive you nutty trying to figure out where we might be or might not be. But it's kind of fun to kind of think it through and kind of play the chess match in your head.
I just got word from the Independence radio announcer. The Chanute girls and Independence girls are in overtime at Chanute, and Independence leads by 5. That's a big game to keep an eye on, in particular for our boys, as if Chanute wins against Independence tonight and Labette County wins tonight against Pittsburg, then there would be a 4-way tie for first place. I suppose that's assuming Fort Scott wins as well, but you're starting to get the idea, I hope, by this point. So I'll go ahead and just stop for now. It's 7 minutes until starters and tip-off here in Pittsburg High Gymnasium. Let's step aside for a 2-minute break and come back with more Tank Connection pregame show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to more Tank Connection pregame show of Grizzly basketball. The last time these two teams played back in Altamont, Labette County was victorious for the first time ever under head coach Bradley Argabright against the Dragons on the basketball floor. And this fall, we beat Pittsburgh for the first time ever in football. So a lot of first against Pittsburgh, which is a good thing. And tonight would be our first win against them at their place under Coach Argabright. So let's do it again tonight, shall we? But in that game at home a while back, Labette County won it 52-44 and got 3 double-digit outings from Kane Nash, Barrett Heston, and Nolan Nash. That was a game that Labette County kind of had in control of, and then was able to finish it out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm trying in my mind to remember how that game played out. I remember that we won. I just couldn't remember the flow of it. Seemed like early on for our season, there were so many games where our boys would get out and get up 12-14, 16, and allow teams to creep back in and then just be in a dogfight. So that might have been somewhat how that game went. But like we said earlier, hopefully this Grizzly team can string together 4 consistent, good, strong quarters, nicely balanced, inside-out play, and just some good pressure defensively. So that'll be fun.
3 minutes until starters and tip-off. Again, it's senior night for Pittsburgh. Their 3 seniors are Danny Durden, Caden Navaratnam, and Malachi Meadows, all 3 starters for this Pittsburgh team, so you know they will be ready to go. Head coach for Pittsburgh is Jesse Moss, assisted by Chris Toberin, Dom Shellman, and Gavin Pitlawani. Head coach for Labette County, Bradley Argabright, assisted by Brian Tucker and David Brown. Managers for Labette County, Caleb McKee, Logan Myers, Ben Ball, Owen O'Brien, our very own Jonathan Dusher, and Jack Gilreath. Labette County's got to be ready tonight to face what our girls did in quarter number 1. I'm going to say a key to the game for Labette County tonight is quarter number 1. I don't know how many points Pittsburgh's going to score in the first quarter. Last time I checked, it's hard to predict the future. However, whatever that amount is, we can't be too far incredibly away from it. My point, we don't want to lay an egg and score 4 points in the first quarter.
You know, you always have to weather the storm when you're traveling. You always kind of get that bolt of lightning out of a bottle, senior night. So, yeah, Pittsburgh's going to be on fire. Just stay calm, stay patient. If you get down 6 or so, that's okay. And who knows, maybe we can come out and kind of hit them in the mouth a little bit with a couple of shots, keep the crowd out of it. But if not, you have to tell yourself it's probably going to happen. They'll have a good run, a good rush, and we'll just settle down and play our game.
Both teams making their way to their respective benches. Not sure if they'll do the national anthem again or not. Every school does it differently. I'll keep chatting until then, and then we may or may not take a break. But Labette County's going to be in road red uniforms. Something Coach Argabright has always had his teams do is every player on the roster takes their shooting shirts off when they're in the locker room and they come out, all of them in red game jerseys. A lot of schools do it a little differently. Doesn't matter, but just something interesting to note, as only Pittsburgh starting 5 is showing their jerseys, and the rest of their crew still has on their black shooting shirts from warm-ups. So we'll be able to identify them pretty clearly and get you starters here after this 2-minute break at the conclusion of the national anthem. starting for both teams tonight. We'll start with the home team, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Number 1, Danny Durden. Number 2, Caden Navaratnam. Number 4, Jamarcus Davis. Number 11, Landon Jesse. And number 20, Malachi Meadows. Starting for your Labette County Grizzlies. Number 2, Carson Lamb. Number 3, Kane Nash. Number 4, Kagan Bates. Number 5, Nolan Nash. And number 24, Barrett Heston. After Carson Lamb came into the starting lineup, which was last Tuesday against Fort Scott a week ago tonight, and then also got the start on Friday, it makes a difference, and it's made a difference to start games. But what I'm trying to say, Coach Argerbright subs in so many guys and so often that who starts isn't quite as important as who finishes games. Because the interchanging takes place so often. But man, Carson Lamb has provided a dynamic that's athletic and quick, and he can really shoot it from the corner as well.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird. Some guys play better starting, and some guys like to come off the bench. It's just a preference. I don't know how you're wired or what it is, but yeah, it's been a nice little switch up.
Pittsburgh band gets the atmosphere set. Labette County versus Pittsburgh, big time matchup. Grizzlies, 1 game back of first place Independence, who is going to have their hands full at Chanute tonight. So a lot to be kept track of. We will update you throughout the night as the minutes go on. Tip-off in 30 seconds on KLKC. Pittsburgh wins the tip and has possession number 1. Jesse throws to Navaratnam. He shoots a 3 and swishes it, the senior, to start off the game.
Yeah, nothing you can say about that. Just a couple of passes left and right. He was open at the top of the key and cashed it in. Nice shot there.
Labette County looking to respond offensively. 3-0 Pittsburgh here early. Carson Lamb throws to Kagan Bates. Extra pass, Nash has a lane all the way to the hoop, up and under. That's pretty, it's good.
Yeah, kind of that little high around looping deal there. Saw seam up the middle and laid it in.
Here's a drive, is it a charge, block? Oh, it's nothing. And the layup is good by Jamarcus Davis, who hurt us last time we played.
Yeah, Kagan's got to let that go. That might have been a good no call. He tried to sell it, but it wasn't a real good collision there.
Coach Argerbright laughs it off. He maybe at least wanted something called. Here's Heston on the block in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Bates navigates traffic, defended by Meadows. Nolan Nash shoots a 3, missed it strong, hit the shot clock. So how many students did you say go to Pittsburgh High School?
Right at 1,000. They're about double our size. Labette County is around 500 and
look at the student section.
912, they're at 1,000, yeah.
It continues on, venue by venue. Labette County student section yet to see one better. 3-pointer Navaratnam misses, long rebound, Meadows. It hit the rim and went perfectly to Meadows deep. Durden under the basket, has it batted out of his hands mightily by Barrett Heston. And Pittsburgh will keep it.
Good quick hands there by Barrett. Nice clean swipe. Kept him from kind of getting a good look at a little lay-in.
Meadows throws a rainbow into Davis. Nice spin move. Touch floater, good off the glass.
This is kind of the start we thought Pittsburgh might have, coming out of the block. So just have a good offensive possession here, get a good look at it, and see what we can't come out of here with.
Heston left wing, defended by Durden. Bats it out of bounds, does Durden. Labette County will maintain possession. Last time these two teams played, Davis, I think I remember right, yeah, he had 15 points, led them in scoring. Really played well against Labette County. 6 minutes to go, first quarter, 7-2 Dragons. Bates dribbles and hands off to Nolan Nash. Now Kane, left wing, picks his dribble up, reverses course. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pittsburg with the upper hand here early. Good pass to Lamb. Beating the shot clock, Carson scores. Nolan Nash assist.
What a great pass, and for Carson to be looking for that coming in hot. Man, that was nice.
7-4, Pittsburg leads. Meadows, downhill, kick out Navaratnam, wants another three, will not find. Rebound Heston.
Some really nice job defensively, leaving their man and helping out when the player gets beat.
Foul here on Pittsburg on the floor.
There's just times when you're playing defense that you see your fellow player get beat by his man. You have to leave your man and help stop the ball, and the Grizzlies did a great job sharing there.
Bates in trouble, defended by Durden and Meadows. Somehow throws out Heston for the tie. No good. Rebound Nolan Nash. Labette County keeps a possession alive. Bates will drive, pick the dribble up, blocked by Durden. Man, he's lengthy. Out of bounds, I think, off Pittsburg. It was.
Yeah.
Dragons didn't go for the ball.
Not a bad possession there for the Grizzlies. We got a good look, and Kagan did a nice job penetrating, and yeah, it just, is that Durden? I need to get my players right here.
Yes.
He's tall.
Kane Nash misses a three. Another rebound. Heston this time. Bates drives, kicks. Barrett wants another three and gets it. We're tied at 7. 2 offensive rebounds for Labette County.
What happens when you rebound the ball, you just increase your possessions and your opportunities to score.
Meadows at the free throw line. Left open, leans into a floater and scores off the window.
Kind of an awkward shot. I mean, it was nice that he got that to go down, but felt like we defended that well and they just left him.
Nash, deep right wing, defended by Zane Miller, already in off the bench for Pittsburgh. 3-point shot, Kane Nash, no. How about Nolan? Labette County crushing Pittsburgh on the offensive glass.
That's a big, big deal, those rebounds are.
Heston thought about the three. Tough step back is no good. Another offensive board and a foul on Navaratnam. 2 free throws for Carson Lamb.
It's all about position, getting inside position, getting him on your hip. Then you don't have to out-jump him necessarily. You just have to match him or be a little less than him, and you'll get it every time or you'll draw a foul.
First free throw good by Carson.
Kind of noticed this little last minute or two, we've taken the crowd out of it somewhat. Yeah. So kind of our chance to maybe, you know, push here a little bit. Maybe we can go on a 4-0, 6-0 run here.
Offensive rebounds do that to teams. They are backbreakers and soul crushers.
Yeah.
Second free throw good as well by Lamb, and we are tied at 9 with 3:45 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, right where we want to be, I think. You know, we kind of withstood their early flurry.
Landon Jesse defended by Tucker Rush, who just checked in. Here's a loose ball picked up by Tucker, tries to squirt it out, but it goes to Wyatt Thomas. Kick out three, Jesse, good.
Well, they kind of fortunate break that time. Felt like we had the ball, we didn't. They made a nice pass and a nice shot there.
A foul on Pittsburgh after the basket went in. They're third as a team. Labette County yet to commit a crime. That's the first personal on Jamarcus Davis.
That's another one of those quiet categories like rebounding as fouls.
Bates all the way to the rim. Layup good. How does he do it?
Don't know. Downhill, I saw 2 or 3 white jerseys right there, and he got the shot off.
Jesse drives and is fouled. Was it on the floor? Yes. And they'll inbound. First foul of the game on Labette County. And that's on Kagan Bates. In comes Carson Lamb for Tucker Rush. Wasn't on the floor too long. Hope to see, I think he's all right. Yep. Ball is inbounded. Three-point shot is up and no good. Nice position by Lamb. Gets the rebound. Bates push ahead. Heston. Freight train. And Labette County leads by 1.
Yeah, Barrett could tell that defender wasn't going to take a charge, so he just decided to go hard and down. So well done there by Heston.
This Grizzly team's played so well the last 10 days. Pittsburgh, nice ball movement, but the three-pointers denied. Thomas continues to dribble. Dribbles off his foot. Nope, you got to dive on the floor. He must not watch film. Colton Weil up ahead, gets 2 defenders to bite and is fouled hard. As Wyatt Thomas did what everyone tries to do against this team. You can't bend over and pick up the ball.
No.
You've got to dive.
Yeah, we talk about the 50-50 balls and how hard we go after them, so we win those a lot. And again, we're just gaining possessions. At the end of the night, if we got 15 more possessions in Pittsburgh, that's a huge deal.
Ball goes in. Nolan Nash at the Pittsburgh logo at half court. Given a little bit of room by Jesse. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1 with the ball. Nash gets by his man, kicks it. Weil, extra. Bates fakes left, goes right at the hole, blocked. Nice play by Corden Hayes off the bench.
Thought that was great offense by the Grizzlies. Good defense at the end by Pittsburgh, but really good ball movement.
Wyatt Thomas on the backdoor, stripped off his leg. Turnover Pittsburgh. Something Labette County on offense has had no trouble doing is getting downhill. With ease, they have gotten by their man.
Yeah. Right now, we're looking like the better team on the floor. We're relaxed, competitive, mixing up our players inside and out. So
things have really come together for this team.
In a good headspace right now are the Grizzlies.
Bates is set a screen by Heston, lost the ball a bit, kind of sloppy here, somehow still has it, throws out to Nolan, open, no, rebound 50-50, and the Dragons have it in white jerseys moving right to left, over 90 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Kind of held my breath. I thought that three-pointer was going down for Nash.
Davis takes it upon himself, and wow, he'll score.
Yeah, you got to be strong to get that shot off, kind of a jump shot where you spin around and fade away. Is really well done there. Good defense, actually.
14-13. Pittsburgh, the teeter-totter continues. Kagan Bates dishes off to Nash, right back, to Davis. Interception, right to left, 2-on-1 situation, layup, missed. Tipped by Weil, out of bounds off Colton. Pittsburgh keeps, but Nolan Nash, his presence was right in between those Dragons, and it kind of made it hard on him.
Yeah, we haven't, that's uncharacteristic, that throwaway right there by Nolan. We went through a spell, we got sloppy like that, but we haven't lately.
How about Colton Weil? Interception of his own, layup blocked, and Tucker Rush gets the rebound. Danny Durden's length provides a problem again. Lamb, floater, no. Weil, position, layup, yes! What a tough Hulk effort by Colton Weil.
When you're disciplined and you're where you're supposed to be and you're in good position, you get rebounds, and that's exactly what Colton Weil is. He's disciplined.
Grizzlies up 1, 30 seconds first quarter. Great ball game here in Pitt, and a foul on the floor on Kagan Bates, his second of the game. He might come out with 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Argabright looks at his options. He'll pick Nolan Nash to come in for his senior guard.
Yeah, Kagan mixing it up inside with anybody, anywhere. So he brings such a good edge to the floor, you know. Just kind of spills over.
Dragons inbound to Davis. Given room, Nash hits the deck, and a foul on Labette County is a shooting foul. And on top of that, their 5th team foul. However, there's only 24 seconds left in the quarter, so Pittsburgh might not even get the ball back, but they will get 2 free throws here. Oh, thank you. I forgot we were up 1. Thank you, Jonathan. I looked at the wrong score there. It is Labette County with 3 team fouls, Pittsburgh with 4. Davis at the line to shoot 2. His first is good, the lefty.
Davis has done a nice job these last couple of possessions of just taking the ball right to us. He's drawn a couple of fouls, and it's kind of hurt us.
Tied ball game. Davis with 1 more to try to break it, and it's good. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Pittsburgh up by 1 point. A lot of lead changes here in the first period of play. A set play for Kane Nash. A tough three is airballed to Lamb, and his putback's missed. Rebound Durden with 5 seconds left. Here comes Pitt. 3 seconds. Davis defended tightly. 2 seconds. Leans, shoots, misses. And at the end of one, we have a great ball game on tap. Pittsburgh 16, Labette County 15. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at KLKCRadio.com.
Labette County will have the basketball. Down by 1 point to start the second quarter. Really fun first quarter. A lot of lead changes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, two great teams tonight.
Kane Nash misses on a jumper, gets his own rebound and misses a layup. Danny Durden's length has posed a problem at the rim for Labette County.
Yeah, it's really messing with us. Even if he doesn't physically hit the ball, they know he's there, so makes a difference.
Durden hits a backdooring teammate, but it was lost out of bounds. They say Colton Weil speared it out, and so Pittsburgh will keep. Ball is in. Wyatt Thomas fakes right, goes left to the hole, throws in traffic, and a jump ball. No, they just say a clean steal. Carson Lamb, what an effort. Up ahead to Tucker Rush. Back to Nash. It's Nolan. Skip pass tipped, but finds Carson Lamb.
Yeah, good decision to back this back out. Kind of start an offense here.
Nash drives downhill all the way, untouched, missed it though. Tucker's there, gets Danny Durden to bite, draws the foul. He is jumping like it's Christmas under there. We could get him with a couple fouls here pretty quick.
Yeah, talked about this in the girls' game. You get a nice player inside, let's go at him. See if we can pick up a couple of fouls, you know, pump fake it, get him in the air, and then go into him. You know, 2 fouls will really cool his jets defensively.
Tucker swishes his first free throw. Tucker has such a good jump shot, a part of his game that we don't get to see sometimes on Tuesday and Friday nights, but sometimes he'll shoot one every now and again, and he's got a great jump shot, so no surprise that he buries free throws when he gets the chance. Second free throw, swish as well.
Yeah, I remember at Fort Scott, he cashed a nice three-pointer from the corner, so yeah, he's got a nice soft touch for a big, strong player.
That's when Jonathan invented the Tucker Rush for the flush, or with the flush, Sorry, it had to be coined perfectly. I know, every word. Three-pointer missed by the Dragons. Rebound Labette County up by 1 with the ball. Nash, he'll drive off the glass. No, Rush is there, put back, missed. Rebound out off of, is that 35? I don't have a 35 on the roster. But it was out off a Pitt. Grizzlies will inbound and throw it away. Nolan with a couple poor passes, but he's played so well in other regards. Here comes Davis. throws in the corner. Jesse for three. Too strong rebound Grizzlies. Nolan in transition. Snatches right to left. Now he'll slow down. Heston, he won't. He'll drive and he will miss. And a foul going the other way on Barrett as Davis was in position.
Coach Argerbright kind of has both hands. He's telling the players, calm down, slow down, getting a little sped up here. It's okay when you're in transition and you got numbers, but there's no reason to force something when it's 5-on-5. So even though Durden's out and the paint's a little easier to get in there and get some shots off.
6 minutes to play, second quarter. Jesse hits a cutting Meadows right under the basket. Got a couple Grizzlies to bite and scores.
Yeah, if you can get the ball fed inside like that, one-on-one with somebody, it's hard to keep him from shooting without fouling them.
Kane Nash dribbles all the way, blocked by mysterious number 35. Up ahead, Meadows. He'll miss the dunk. What's he doing?
Yeah, that's one of those you don't do.
Yeah, big game. I mean, I know Pittsburgh, they're not technically out of the running for SEK title. Coach Moss looks at Meadows and they exchange some words. And I forgot what even happened after that. It'll be Labette County ball. I don't think there was a foul or anything. I think the ball was just poked out of bounds. But man, Meadows was on an island and tried to dunk it and missed.
That's a 2-point gift right there. That's a big deal,
Yeah.
those kind of things.
Bates in the corner, throws to Heston, short corner. Deep post catch for Rush. He'll shoot, miss it, strong rebound, Navaratnam.
Not bad, though. I like the shot. I like the pass inside. It's a little harder for a right-handed player to turn that way and shoot it, but, hey, it just didn't go down.
Colton Weil nearly gets another steal. Here comes Jesse. He'll fake a pass. His layup's missed. 35, scores. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. Came in for Durden. He's doing some damage offensively, so Grizzlies find themselves down 3, which is no big deal. It just feels like we've been sloppy the last 2-3 possessions.
If he scores again, Jonathan, try to listen to what the address announcer says. But Kagan Bates buries a 3 for Labette County, and we're tied at 20 just like that.
That was nice. It's always good to hit a few three-pointers, and our team seems to kind of run off those.
Navaratnam in the corner, throws inside. Double team, trap, steal. Colton Weil comes away, left to right, long pass, perfect. Kane Nash scores. Grizzlies 5-0 run, they lead.
Very nice. Kane got to see the ball go down, kind of relax him a little bit, so game on here.
Davis, right-hand drive, all the way at the block. Left arm pass, Navaratnam. Meadows, one more, Jesse. Now to Davis, and he'll miss the 3, rebound Rush. Kagan Bates outlet. 4 minutes to go, and a whistle and a foul on the Dragons. It was a really quiet whistle. Yeah. Very quiet whistle. And that is on Jamarcus Davis, his second.
Yeah, some of the players I don't think actually realized that the foul was called.
No, they didn't. They kept playing. So that's 2 on Davis. Interesting, and he'll stay in. With 3:54 to go, Hayden Weatherall and Zane Garton check in for Labette County.
Again, I would go right at Davis.
Oh, Zane Garton in the corner. Oh, he missed it. That's his favorite spot. Barely missed it. Rebound, Davis, who has the ball, not guarded. Now he's picked up. Navaratnam 3, bang.
Looked pretty smooth. Got an open look at it and just knocked it down. So something tells me he's pretty good at that shot.
23-22, our umpteenth lead change of the game. Pittsburgh up by 1. Weil tries to give us the lead. Blocked. Gets his own. Throws to Heston. Stays in bounds. Garton from 7 feet. Blocked again by 35. Up ahead, Navaratnam. Extra pass, Meadows. Reverse. Miss. Rebound, Weil. He has it stolen. Hang with me, everyone. Bates steals it. Left to right. 2-on-1. Heston. Euros. Yes.
Oh, wow. What a fun transition.
Timeout, Labette County. Now they lead by 1 with 2:50 left in the half. Back in 30 seconds from Pittsburgh, Kansas.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
It will be Pittsburgh basketball with 2:48 to go in the second quarter. It's Leette County 24, Pittsburgh 23. Nice slip off the screen. What a block by Nolan Nash, but the putback is there for number 35, and it sounded like the public address announcer just sneezed into the microphone. I couldn't understand what his name is. Here's a missed three by Bates. Rebound Pittsburgh. Here he comes again, and an offensive foul. It's a short name. Jonathan, could you hear what he said? Moss. He's saying Moss.
You know, occasionally a foreign exchange student will join a school and they don't have time to.
Well, Moss is the last name of the head coach.
Well, I mean, for him not to be on the roster, something's popped up in the last 2 weeks or something, I'm just saying.
Interesting. So, Pittsburgh leads by 1 with 2:10 left in the half. And a whistle and 3 seconds in the lane on Labette County.
Yeah, that was on Tucker. Believe it or not, I was kind of watching that play out because he was fighting for position forever inside, and for sure he was in there 4 or 5 seconds.
So Pittsburgh with the ball and a 1-point lead. I don't know the last time someone's been up by 2 possessions. Ever? I don't know if anybody's been up 2 possessions yet. Still to come. Minute 50 left. Pitt leads by 1. Camden Good defends Jesse. Not very good offense by Pittsburgh. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a head fake. Shot creation, layup, good by Zane Miller. Not a good possession, but nicely done by Wyatt Thomas to throw it to Miller.
Yeah, that was some good ball movement that time by Pittsburgh. I got to say it. Ended up giving themselves a real high percentage shot down low.
A big minute 19 stretch for Labette County here. They trail by 3. Heston, Weil, Rush, Nolan Nash, and Camden Good on the floor. Arga Bright irate at execution. Tucker Rush, will he get the flush? Yes! We're tied at 27. Rush from deep.
Yeah, that's the exact same shot he hit at Fort Scott, so good for him. Pretty shot.
Wyatt Thomas, backdoor Moss, layup, good.
Man, they continue to feed the ball well inside. He's done a nice job for playing for Durden.
Yeah, Danny Durden on the bench with 2 personal fouls, and Moss came in, number 35 in white, and has played well on both ends. Pittsburgh up by 2, 30 seconds left in the half. What a good ball game. Tucker Rush comes to set Nolan a screen. Nash will drive into the heart of Navaratnam, get 2 Dragons to bite. Oh, he traveled. And a turnover, Labette County with 22 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, maybe. It's one of those Euro step. I mean, just sometimes that gets called, and it did tonight. So.
And the Dragons are jumping like crazy when we get in the paint. Yeah. They've had some big emphatic blocks on us, so maybe they're just real excited and antsy when we get in the paint, but they're leaving their feet early. Here's Davis with a kick out. Open 3 for Miller. Short. Rebound Grizzlies. They shot it early. We've got a chance. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Kane early. Half court. Hits the rim. No good. And at halftime, Pittsburgh leads Labette County 29-27. Let's step aside for 5 minutes and come back with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors for allowing us to be here. Day and Zimmerman, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Idea Tech, Labette Health, the Bartlett Co-op, Labette Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, Tank Connection, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, the Unified School District of USD 506, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, and Community National Bank. I'm Jack Leake III alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher. Labette County trails Pittsburg 29-27 at the halftime break. Man, I can't tell you how many times the lead changed, and I don't even know if a team has been up by more than 3 points.
Yeah, I don't either. Tonight's like so many other games we've called this year, just two athletic teams going at it. You know, it's been fun. Lots of good play on both sides of the ball. So just at this point, it almost feels like whoever's got the ball last and has the last little run is going to win this thing, unless the Grizzlies can kind of string together a nice little 6 or 8-0 run here, which we can. But right now, Pittsburgh looks to be playing pretty good basketball themselves, so just a great matchup.
Fortunate for Pittsburgh, they were able to get to the halftime break with Danny Durden only at 2 personal fouls. Granted, they kind of manifested that fact because they sat him on the bench for the rest of the first half after picking up his 2nd personal foul. And then Moss came in off the bench, who's not in the roster, and did a great job down low on both ends, filling the shoes of Danny Durden. Leading scorer for Labette County, Barrett Heston with 7. Kagan Bates and Tucker Rush each with 5. Tucker hit a 3 in the second quarter. Carson Lamb with 4. Kane Nash, Nolan Nash, and Colton Weil with 2. For Pittsburgh, Jesse Davis has 10. Caden Navaratnam has 6. Malachi Meadows, Moss each have 4. And Landon Jesse has 3, and Zane Miller has 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Pittsburgh 16, Labette County 15. And in the second quarter, it was Pittsburgh 13, Labette County 12. So the Dragons bested the Grizzlies by 1 point in each of the first 2 quarters, giving us our halftime score 29-27 Pittsburgh. At the end of quarter number 1 in Chanute, Kansas, the Blue Comets lead the Bulldogs of Independence 17-11. Right now, Independence is atop the SEK at 7-3, and Fort Scott, Labette County, and Chanute all behind them with 4 losses at 6-4. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Back in 2 minutes with the second half on KLKC. It'll be Pittsburgh Dragons basketball to start the second half. They lead our Grizzlies 29-27 in a great SEK matchup late in the season. Navaratnam holds the ball, defended by Kane Nash. He'll exchange it. Now it's in the hands of Jesse. Meadows in front of Pittsburgh's bench, working left to right. Labette County right to left. Nope. Picking the ball up the floor. Won't work there, Jesse. And the layup's good at the other end. Or I'm sorry, Jamarcus Davis, that wasn't Jesse. And the layup's good by Carson Lamb. They tried to bend over and pick it up yet again.
Can't be lazy against the Grizzlies ever.
Tied at 29, Navaratnam 3, good.
Man, he's hurt. Is that his third one?
Yes.
I think he's had 3, and just a nice shooter, good smooth stroke. Yeah, he has hurt us.
On that previous steal, I was not doing a great job of commentating. Bates poked it free, or it might have been Nash, and Nolan dove on the floor and got it. Here's Bates near the volleyball line on the left side of the floor as we see things. 7 minutes to play, 6:50 rather, third quarter. Nash drives, little touch shot off the glass, misses strong, rebound Durden, outlet to Jamarcus Davis.
Not a bad shot there by Nolan. He'll make that most of the time. Just a little bank shot.
Nice movement here by Pittsburgh. Meadows in the paint, avoids the travel, throws out to Davis. He looks to spin. A no-look pass to Navaratnam, denied the 3. Meadows open from the top, bang.
Yeah, once again, some good inside-out passing by Pittsburgh. Gave him an open look, knocked it down.
Labette County tied this game, and Pittsburgh goes back-to-back threes to go up 6, their largest lead of the game, the largest lead from either team of the game.
It's time for a good offensive possession here by the Grizzlies. Kind of slow this down.
Set play, Bates 3, no. Rebound Pittsburgh, here they come. Argabright takes a seat. Jesse open, but looks to throw off, harassed, finds Meadows. Near steal by Bates, might have went off of Meadows, they say off Bates. And Pittsburgh keeps 5:50 third quarter.
Good job there by the Grizzlies, staying active, keeping their hands moving, kind of, keeping the ball beat around there a little bit.
Navaratnam throws to Davis. A little short pick and roll wasn't there. They're forced to swing it. Meadows right wing, looking inside, nothing. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Jesse looks for a friend, settles into a tough jumper that misses. Heston collects.
It's a good defensive possession by the Grizzlies. We need to capitalize right here with a score.
Barrett drives on Durden all the way, stripped, and a jump ball will keep it with Labette County. If that would have been a foul, it would have been the third on Durden. Nice job of going at him.
Yeah, that was the right call as a jump ball, but you're right. We'll just keep going at him and maybe, just get one blown on him for a body foul or something.
Lamb throws to Bates off the inbounds. Kagan all the way, nice up and under, missed it though. Rebound Davis.
I like the drive, I like the spin, I like that shot down there. That's hard. What do we got here, foul?
Yeah, it's pretty good defense by Carson, doing all he could to kind of ride the hip of his man all the way down the floor, just kind of sprinting alongside, and they call a foul on Carson, his first.
Happens all the time. The ball dribbler just slowly kind of leans into the defender, and then they call it.
Ooh, Durden was open, but Nolan was defending the inbounder so well they didn't see him. As Durden threw the ball out from the block and could have laid it in. Here comes Navaratnam, and he's fouled going up and will shoot 2. Pittsburgh fortunate. Durden had a layup and kind of threw it out, but Navaratnam shooting 2.
Defensively, Durden's the better player, but that Moss kid offensively was more effective. I don't know if he ever plays both bigs at the same time or not. I haven't seen it.
Navaratnam's first free throw is good. He's got 10 points to join Davis at 10.
Grizzlies need to box out here. We talk about that a lot. You don't want to lose a free throw rebound.
Second, good as well.
Grizzlies down 8. We haven't seen that number yet, so really want to take advantage of every possession here, kind of chip away, get back in this.
Carson Lamb fakes left and goes right. Nice move. A little too strong off the glass, though. Rebound Durden. Labette County beginning to walk in some thin ice here. Navaratnam pulls the three down. Here's Davis at the heart. Jesse right wing. Labette County can get back in this game with a couple stops. Three-pointer, Jesse, deep. No, that's a good defensive possession there. Here come the Grizzlies. Long pass to Lamb. Back to Bates. Now we're in a half court. Nolan, we need it from deep, and we're not going to get it. Rebound, Durden. Argabright stomps his foot. He's wanting to call a timeout, I think, after a make, as he's gone near the official twice. Oh, and a foul on Labette County. 2 free throws for Davis. But after the last 2 or 3 Labette County threes, as the ball has been in the air, Argabright has walked over to the official to call a timeout if it goes in.
Right, yeah, he kind of likes to get that momentum timeout, you know, kind of have something good happen and have a chance to talk to his players. And I saw that last possession as a good opportunity for someone to step up and draw a charge on Davis. No one did. And Davis got fouled and missed his first free throw here.
The junior's second free throw is good. So with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, after the game was tied at 29, Pittsburgh's gone on a 9-0 run. Heston beyond the arc, hands off to Bates. He'll drive with the left hand. Now he's forced to pick it up. Tucker Rush in the game alongside Colton Weil. Weil throws off, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bates looking inside, tried to throw it. It was tipped, but it went to Weil. Gets a beat on his man, to the cup, blocked by Meadows. Here comes Pittsburgh left to right. Navaratnam, Durden called for the alley-oop, and offensive goaltending didn't matter. Shot didn't go. Here comes Labette County, right to left, and a foul on the Dragons. Navaratnam slow to get up. Coach Moss potentially wanting something called that was missed on his boys' transition attempt. Not sure what.
Yeah.
Kind of sloppy execution on some of these attempts in transition by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I thought Colton Weil got fouled down here on his layup, so if they're going to let him bang around on both ends, that's fine by me.
And that's 3 on Jamarcus Davis. He'll come out of the game. And now we have some whistles and play is stopped. Labette County to inbound, down by 9, 3:20 third quarter. Grizzlies have just 2 points in the third. We need this 3 by Kane Nash, and he made it and got hammered. How's that not a foul? Coach Argabright calls a 60-second timeout, kind of let the official hear it for a moment, and then lit into his 5 on the floor. Labette County has not played well to start the second half, but Kane Nash gets them within 6. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Dragons back with the basketball, and on the bench is Durden, Meadows, and Davis. Labette County just hit a 3, Kane Nash, and so maybe here's a chance with a few guys on the bench for the Dragons to go on a run, and a clean block is called a foul, and 2 free throws for Wyatt Thomas coming up. Grizzly fans behind us beginning to catch on to some of the poor calls.
Yeah, that ref was just out of position. It probably looked like a foul to him from where he was, but from this side you could see it was a clear block, so that's frustrating for the fans.
First free throw missed by Thomas. With 2:56 to go in the third quarter, it's Labette County 32, Pittsburg 38. Thomas, second free throw, no good as well. Labette County dodges 2 bullets. Rebound, Labette County, here they come right to left. I smell a run. Bates trying to make it happen, and they owed us that, yeah, which I think it was a foul. But it'll be 2 free throws for Kagan Bates.
Yeah, I'm glad he drew that foul. That felt a little bit pushed there. I mean, if anyone can make something out of nothing, it's Kagan Bates, so good effort.
First free throw, no good by Kagan. 38-32, the score stays the same. Pittsburg in front, 2:50 to go in the third. Bates' second free throw is good.
Okay, we strung together a couple of good possessions. Let's get another one stacked here.
Oh, that was really bad there by Thomas, and Bates is going to make him pay. And this is a 3-point game. It was a 9-point game moments ago.
Chance to kind of keep this going. A little momentum in our pocket for a change.
Davis, Durden, and Meadows on the bench for Pittsburg, and Labette County taking full advantage. A drive, a strip, a steal, or rather the ball went out of bounds off of Thomas, and he'll have a seat. Not a great stretch there by Wyatt Thomas, and Labette County has the ball only down 3.
Yeah, we got Davis back in the game with 3 fouls, so we'll see. I know we're going to run offense, but man, if you could ever target a player, I'd go at him.
Kane Nash to tie the game. You better believe it. We're knotted at 38, Labette County on a 9-0 run.
Watch out, that's how Kane rolls. He might miss 2, 3, 4 in a row, but he'll hit that many in a row too.
Reverse layup, no good, but a foul on Colton Weil. 2 free throws for Zane Miller coming up. First free throw, no good by Miller.
Pittsburgh's missed their last 3 free throws, I believe.
Second free throw, no good as well. Rebound, Labette County. They can take the lead on this possession. Minute 50 to go, third quarter. Rush, right wing, hands off to Weil. Defended by Navaratnam. It's a set play for Heston. Wide open! No! Rebound, Jamarcus Davis back in the game with 3 fouls. Durden still on the bench, and Meadows. Here's a nice drive, but the layup was forced too strong. Moss, his putback is missed. Tipped by 2 Grizzlies. Pittsburgh keeps. Davis for 3. No! Long rebound to Moss in the corner. Navaratnam throws to Miller. Dribbles into the chest. Missed. How's that a foul? And it'll be 2 free throws for Zane Miller.
Yeah, I don't know. Colton Wiles trying to let the ref know he pushed off on me, which he might have, so just lots of back and forth here.
Miller misses the first. Pittsburgh 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They are 3 for 9 from the free throw line. This is the 10th free throw here from Miller of the third quarter alone. Second free throw good by Miller. So it's 39-38 Pittsburgh with a lead. Minute 14 to go, third quarter. Here comes Bates, throws ahead to Nolan Nash on the volleyball line. Dribbles between his legs once, throws to Kane Nash. Now Bates, he'll drive. Euro for the lead, blocked by Moss. Good defensive player. Here comes Pittsburgh, left to right. Davis in the paint, shoots and scores, and then lets one of our Grizzlies hear about it. Oh, I thought maybe one of the refs was going to get strict and call a technical, but it was a timeout called by Coach Moss. It's getting a little chippy in here. Pittsburgh up by 3. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans. What a good game here. Pittsburg leads by 3. Nearing the end of the third quarter, it'll be Labette County basketball. This is a Grizzly team that is starting to play its best ball of the season at the right time. A win tonight would really solidify that statement.
Yeah, Moss is a nice player on both ends of the floor. I'm shocked he doesn't get more minutes.
Meadows back in. Danny Durden at the scores table. Colton Weil left open. A 3 is short, and it is out of bounds off of Bates, I believe, but they're going to give it to Labette County. I was just trying to be honest. I thought that went off of Kagan.
I think Kagan kind of complained that he got hit in the face or something. I don't know. Sometimes those comments to a ref or pointing, I think, makes a difference.
Nash, a 3, airballed short and landed out of bounds. It'll be possession Pittsburgh. Looked a little awkward there for Kane.
Yeah, something just kind of short-armed that one or whatever. Just didn't let it go normal. So, you know, doesn't take much for the ball to come up a little short like that. And I think Colton's got tipped.
Okay, that
Moss.
makes sense. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Forcing the issue a bit is Miller. Now he throws off but gets the ball back. Miller bounce pass to Durden, double teamed, throws back to Miller, corner 3, no, and Labette County can't get a shot off, and at the end of 3, it's Labette County 38, Pittsburgh 41. Back in 1 minute with a good finish on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
(41-38). Dragons lead Labette County to start the fourth quarter. It was a 2-point game at halftime, and Pittsburgh won the third quarter by 1 point. In fact, they have won every quarter by 1 point. The first, second, and third quarter, they have all won by 1 point, and Landon Jesse scores the first 2 underneath of the fourth quarter.
It's kind of interesting how that plays out.
Kane Nash decides where he wants to go with it, throws to Bates, jabs left, goes right, foul on the floor on Zane Miller.
Been pretty pleased really with the Grizzlies' effort and play tonight. I mean, there's nothing I would do different. We're just going to have to just battle through this.
Heston on the block, nice move, missed it off the rim. Man, that's a tough shot. Here comes Pittsburgh, a fake pass by Jesse, and the layup is good. And then you just kind of look up, and now they're up 7, nearing their largest lead, which was 9 earlier.
Yeah, a couple possessions.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. So Now you got to fight back through this.
Nash begins the fight, gets Durden in the air again, and gets the layup to go. And Coach Argabright wants a full timeout as Nolan brings us back within 5. We would like to thank Day and Zimmerman, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Community National Bank, Labette Health and Labette Bank, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, USD 506, The Corner Store of Altamont, Bowen Pharmacy, Tank Connection, and Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Leette County trails by 5 with 7 minutes to play. A 30-second break on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to LabetteHealth.com.
Labette County trails Pittsburg 45-40 with 7 minutes to go in the game. Fresh out of a Coach Argabright timeout, it will be Pittsburg basketball, bringing it up the floor left to right. Fellas, this is a great game.
Oh, yeah. This is really what we expected. So, hey, we played well in these positions all year long, so this is not new.
Miller drives, nice finger roll, but missed it. Durden, rebound underneath. He'll try to force the issue. Near travel, blocked by Heston. Rebound, Nolan Nash on the Jamarcus Davis layup attempt.
Yeah, some good defense there without fouling by the Grizzlies. Pittsburgh's got to be careful here, not you draw a foul.
Nolan Nash dribbles into the chest of Davis. He's underratedly good at doing that, backing down his man, but he'll miss this one. And with 6:15 left, Labette County trails by 5. Argabright kind of wipes his face with his hand.
Yeah, I like that by Nolan Nash. You know, he's hard to guard by anybody.
And he's given Davis fits. Ball on the deck. Pittsburgh sloppily keeps it alive. Three-pointer Miller, no good. And rebound Kagan Bates.
Yeah, Davis is lucky too. That could have been an offensive foul. Probably a good no call.
Grizzlies nearing that time where they're needing some points. Nash at the hole, blocked by Durden. He is lengthy. Meadows in transition, not there. Good hustle back. Entry pass deflected by Nolan, kept alive by Davis, fouled. Oh man, Labette County's playing so hard right now.
Yeah, Nolan's needing a breather here for a minute or so, asking Coach for a break. I don't think Coach wants to see that though. Just nodded at him.
Yeah, he looks at
Walk
Nolan,
it off.
nods his head. Here comes Colton Weil. First free throw good by Davis. Yeah, Nolan, man, having a hard time jogging to his seat. He's gassed. Man, he's played hard.
Yeah, he's in tremendous shape, so you know he's just been, like all of them, just going.
A lot of these boys played football all the way to the start of basketball.
Yeah.
Second free throw, no good by Davis. Rebound is Durden. Layup missed, but he's fouled. Those are moments that break the back of teams. I mean,
Yeah, as a Grizzly fan, I saw Durden foul and didn't get called, and then he gets the rebound after that, and then we get called for the foul. So, yeah, those things that can go either way really are crushing.
Durden almost fell forward there. He missed the free throw short. Coach Moss puts his hands on his temples and looks at the floor as Durden almost fell forward. His weight got too far ahead of him before shooting it there. Let's see if he can't knock this one down. He will. So that flub cost the Grizzlies 1 point and a foul. So with 5:20 left in the game, Pittsburgh leads by 7. Those points are going to have to start coming. Kane Nash, here we go. 3, no, rebound, Durden.
Yeah, if you don't have good position on him, he's going to grab it. Durden is just too long.
Such a big week for Labette County, trying to stay alive in the SEK race and get a positive seeding in Sub-State. Davis, deep post catch, uses his dribble to get out of prison. Now he wants back in Alcatraz, shoots and is fouled, plus the bucket. Wow.
Stayed after it, stayed strong. I mean, good defense too by Weil all the way through there.
Credit Davis. It's nothing Pittsburg has done. All they have done is played to the whistle. I mean, Davis, he's like, all right, if they're going to call about everything on Labette County, I'm going to go make them do it again. He backed down his man, scored plus the foul.
Yep, good point.
And he will convert, and the Grizzlies trail by 10. 30-second timeout, Pittsburgh. Wow. Some negative sequences taking place here in the Purple Gymnasium. That is Pittsburgh's home. Back in 30 seconds, Grizzlies down 10 with under 5 to play.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Labette County needing some manna to fall from the heavens. They only have 2 points in the fourth quarter with 4:45 left in it. And there came the first foul of the second foul on Pittsburgh of the quarter on Corday Hayes. So Labette County needing points, inbounds the ball. Heston tracks it down near the half-court line, hands off to Nolan Nash. Lamb uses his dribble, poked free by Navaratnam, but Lamb picks it back up off the deck. Drives, jump stop, throws to Heston, three-point shot, good!
Boy, Barrett threw that up from NBA range. Boy, he looked comfortable though, just let it go. Nice job there.
4:15 to go. Does Pittsburgh tighten up? Not on this possession. Davis back cuts, and he has carved us to pieces. He has 19. Kane to answer, missed, put back Lamb, misses, rebound Durden, oh no. Lamb slowly gets up, as I thought maybe he was calling for a sub, but he was just wondering why there was no foul. Navaratnam layup, good, doggone it.
Yeah, now Pittsburgh's just kind of making it look easy.
Man, big time flip right there. Nolan to the hole, fouled. 2 shots coming for the junior Grizzly, and we need both of them. Pittsburgh, largest lead of the game, 11, with 3:36 to go in the game. That's the third team foul on Pitt, matching Labette County's total, and the second on Landon Jesse.
Yeah, and it's never really panic time, but it's definitely time for us to have to stack together some possession wins on both ends back to back. So start with another made free throw here by Nash, and then we got to close out defensively.
54-44. After Nash made the first, and the second one is its twin. It's good as well. And Labette County gets a steal off the press, and a layup good by Nolan Nash. Pressure applied. Pittsburgh wasn't ready. Still don't look ready.
That's how you get it started right there.
A 7-point game with 3:20 left, and they break the press this time. And here's Navaratnam in a half court. Drives on Garton. throws off to Meadows, extra pass Jesse, big time three, missed, and the rebound's tipped out. Kane Nash has it. Here comes Labette County. He didn't smell Meadows, and here comes Davis. Long pass Jesse, at the cup, layup good. That is a huge sequence for Pittsburgh tonight.
Yeah. Just like that. Kane, I didn't know if he could feel him back there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a 4-point swing.
Timeout, Pittsburgh. This game was almost 54-49, and 5 seconds later, it's 56-47. Labette County hanging tough, under 3 minutes to play. 30-second timeout, KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to LavetteHealth.com.
The Grizzlies are having to battle through some back-breaking stretches. There have been a couple 4-point swings that have favored Pittsburgh.
Yeah, there have. 2:50 left. We're going to have to just put that behind us and start making things happen.
A foul called on Navaratnam, who kind of fell into the lower extremity of Kane Nash. And the way this game's been officiated, I have no idea how Coach Moss is mad at that foul. 56-47. Heston in the corner with 2:50 left in the game. Grizzlies down 9 with the rock, needing points. Nolan, eyes down Meadows, looks to drive, stutter step. Now he's got Durden, who's been a monster defensively on us. Bates now shimmy shakes, drives, awkward. He's going to get called for a travel. A lot of passing, now you try. Passing, now you try. And not a ton of collectivity the last few possessions.
Yeah, that is kind of what's happened. Everyone's looking for somebody else to try to make something happen here. So now we get a travel called on Pittsburgh. So kind of an unexpected Jim, and he's going to talk to the ref about it and demonstrate what happened.
Coach Moss looks at his boys and kind of gives them the calm down signal, which is a good thing if you're a Grizzly fan. You want to hear that. Here's Nolan, nice head fake. He'll drive, wants the reverse, and gets it. An athlete making an athletic play, and Pittsburgh throws it in the second row. Turnover, Dragons.
Yeah, just when you think the Dragons are kind of in control of things, they kind of show some, panicky attitude too. So maybe the pressure, maybe they're feeling a little bit here.
Nash with 8 fourth-quarter points. That's Nolan. Bates given room, drives, gets by one. Oh, he could have shot it and threw it away. Tried to make the right play, though. Here comes Davis up ahead. Big missed opportunity for Labette County. Down by 7 with 2 minutes to play. Navaratnam drives, throws to Durden in between his hands. Turnover, Dragons. He would have had an open baseline dunk, but mishandled the pass.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh's got a few things to be frustrated about also. So both teams kind of giving the other a gift. So, okay, it's our turn to make something happen here.
56-47 Pittsburgh, minute 50. Nolan has 10 fourth-quarter points. Timeout, Coach Argabright. It's a 5-point game with a minute 50 left. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to LavetteHealth.com.
Dragons lead Labette County 56-51 with 1:47 left in the game. At the end of the third quarter in Chanute, it's Independence 36, Chanute 54. Wow. So the Bulldogs getting it handed to them right now in one of the toughest places to play in the SEK, Chanute, Kansas. But that game will only mean a whole lot if Labette County can win tonight.
Liked what Nash did earlier. He got in the paint with Durden and head faked him, got him in the air.
Grizzlies flirting with another steal. Davis loses it and is rewarded with a foul on Labette County. He slipped and fell and didn't make a great ball handling play and gets the benefit of a Grizzly foul, the second on Kane Nash.
Yeah, sometimes when you're the guy with the ball, you can get crazy aggressive into your defender and almost always draw a foul.
Ball goes into Durden, throws up ahead to Zane Miller, who hasn't shot well from the free throw line. Labette County electing to play defense, probably the wise move. Okay, well, now it's awkward that I said that as they foul intentionally here. And they do foul Miller, and he'll shoot 2. He is 1 for 4 from the line.
Well, I guess statistically that's the one to foul.
It's either a good thing or bad thing that he's 1 for 4. He's either due to make 2 or I don't know. First free throw is good. A little surprised Labette County's fouled so quickly, as there's still 1:34 left in the game, and Pittsburgh was already 10 seconds into the shot clock. Second free throw good as well by Miller, because Pittsburgh's not going to be aggressive until late in the shot clock, which is a good thing. Kane Nash 3 rattles home. A 4-point game. Now I think you play it out. Don't foul. 1:20, 4-point game. In trouble is Pitt. Now they throw out of it to Miller. Defended tightly, and they're going for the foul. They're going for the extension of this ball game is Labette County.
Yeah, and they're fouling Miller every time.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
He's made his last 3 and is at the line to shoot 2 more.
Well, that's either good or bad that he made his last 3. Maybe he'll miss his next 2, or maybe he'll make the next 2.
First free throw, no good. Navaratnam in the game for Wyatt Thomas.
Got to box out. Nothing breaks your back more now than losing a rebound on a free throw here.
Second free throw good by Miller. It's a 5-point Pittsburgh lead with 1:10 left in the game. Carson Lamb, quick trigger tray, missed it, rebound Durden, trying to find a buddy, and finds Navaratnam up ahead to Meadows, layup, no good! Again by Navaratnam, ball on the deck, off of Davis, Labette County ball. Malachi Meadows in the middle of a wide open Meadow, missed another layup.
Yeah, it's 2 on him tonight. And he's kind of smiling. I don't think he doesn't mean that arrogantly.
He hasn't used the glass.
Yeah.
He's just tried to roll it in over the front of the rim. No glass. And that's a foul on Pittsburgh and 2 free throws for Labette County. Nolan Nash to shoot the free throws.
Yeah,
wow.
Everything is so amplified when you're down to 50 seconds in the game.
First free throw, no good from Nolan. With 52 seconds left, Labette County, it's not for a lack of opportunities. They've had some chances to get even closer, but this 5-point magnet is hard for them to get across. Nash to make it 4 points. Makes it. Pittsburgh has been a little up in arms of late. Here comes Davis across half court, fouled by Heston. A wise foul as Durden was on the backside wide open. So it's a 4-point Pittsburgh lead with 46 seconds left, and it is Davis at the line to shoot 2.
I saw Durden standing there at the line. I thought, what? Didn't think that's who we fouled. I would have rather have fouled him than Davis.
Davis first free throw, swish.
Make or miss. Labette County's got to get the ball up the floor and make some decisions quick and get the ball to the hole.
Second free throw, no. Rebound is big, and Carson Lamb has it. Here comes Labette County, got to score. Up ahead, Lamb. Further, Bates. Dribbles with the left, denied the three. You don't need one necessarily. Nolan will shoot a DP anyways, miss it. Rebound Bates, still alive, shoots it, misses. Rebound never at him, but was there a foul?
Yes.
There was a foul on Pittsburg, and it'll be 2 free throws for Bates. I couldn't hear the whistle.
Yeah, I faintly did, and I saw his hand go up with 2, so got a chance here.
Big time free throws, Kagan Bates, first one good. Colton Weil going to check in for Kagan Bates should he make this free throw. It's a 4-point Pittsburgh lead, 30 seconds left. Bates hits it. Grizzlies within 3 with 29 seconds left. Isn't it funny how teams get nervous and shut down? Pittsburgh trying to inbound. They throw to Durden. Nice press break. Here's Davis all the way up ahead, fouled hard. And I don't know if they call intentional fouls in high school or not. I mean, I don't think that was, but it was maybe worthy of discussion. And Davis will shoot 2 more big free throws.
Yeah, it's one of those deals you obviously can't give him a layup, so it's the right foul there. So hope he misses at least one, if not both.
Davis first, no good. Pittsburgh 60, Labette County 57 with 26 seconds left.
Got a 1-possession game here as of right now.
Second free throw, good. Labette County down by 4, 23 seconds left. Bates drives, hands off to Lamb. Heston, Hart, drives, gets by 1. Layup, overshot, missed. Rebound Pitt.
Got a foul.
And Labette County fouls with 8 seconds left. Heston, hands interlocked on the top of his head, and the Dragons can smell victory. And that SEK championship trophy looks a little more foggy in the minds of these Grizzlies with 8.5 seconds left in the game.
That's a tremendous move there by Barrett. Went to the basket hard. Just had so much momentum going through. The ball just had too much heat on it. Came off the glass too hot. Davis makes his first free throw here, extending the lead to 5.
Second free throw good as well by Davis. With 8 seconds left, Pittsburgh leads by 6. Nash for 3 off the mark. Tip won't go. Rebound fought for. Bates at the buzzer, won't matter, misses. And Labette County falls 63-57 in a hard-fought contest here on senior night in a tough atmosphere to play a ball game. This is a good Grizzly team. They're not out of anything yet. Let's step aside for 2 minutes and come back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the house gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Labette County falls here on the road, both girls and boys. Boys' final score 63-57. Purple Dragons did just enough and had a couple things go their way. Not saying that they earned it, played better down the stretch. Labette County missed too many shots, but there were a few sequences where Labette County had a chance, and things just kind of went Pittsburgh's way on a couple potential swings. It would go the other way, and that did not allow Labette County to crest the hill, and they were outscored by 1 point in each of the first 3 quarters of the game, and then 3 points in the fourth quarter to lose by 6 points. So kind of nip and tuck. Pittsburgh did just enough.
Yeah, they did. It was just man, what a great ball game. I mean, it's always hard to say that when you're on the losing end of it, but I mean, no one knew anything until about 6 seconds left who was going to win this ball game. So, yeah, hard fought both ways. Pittsburgh, too, had their opportunities. That one young man missed 2 layups by trying to finger. I mean, we missed some, too, but, man, just 2 competitive teams. The Grizzlies, I felt like, on the road competed well and kind of rose to the occasion, and took some hits early on and got down at times. We get down 9 a couple of times and battled back. So, I mean, tough to go home with a loss, but man, the effort and the heart was there tonight.
Labette County had 4 players in double figures. Nolan Nash had 13. 11 of those came in the fourth quarter alone.
Wow.
Kane Nash had 11. Kagan Bates had 10. Barrett Heston had 10. Carson Lamb finished the night with 6. Tucker Rush finished with 5. And Colton Weil closed the game out with 2 points. For Pittsburgh, their top 2 scorers was Jamarcus Davis, 23. Caden Navaratnam with 13. At halftime, it was Labette County 27, Pittsburgh 29. And then in the second half, Pittsburgh outscored Labette County 34-30 to give them a 63-57 win. Labette County falls to 6-5 in the league, which really hurts. Now we need a lot of things to go right to be able and share the trophy. Independence is getting it put on them right now. So assuming Independence goes on to lose in the fourth quarter tonight, it would be I don't know who Fort Scott played tonight, or if Fort Scott played tonight. Give me just a second, I can pull it up. Fort Scott, well, it's not loading. Why is it not loading for me? There we go. They play at Coffeyville tonight, did Fort Scott, so I can try to find out who won that here in a little bit. But regardless, Labette County's not in as good of a position as they were earlier, but should Independence lose, it's kind of the same situation. They would just need other things to happen as well on Friday, plus a win. It's never the spot you want to be in where you need to cross your fingers about other teams' results.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same old saying you've said forever. I mean, if you just win, take care of your own situation, it's a whole lot cleaner. I mean, when you're, like you said, when you're losing and then kind of hoping other things fall in their place, then, I mean, that's just probably not the perfect situation. But hey, like we talked before the game, we showed up and played hard for 4 quarters, practice hard a couple of days, come back Friday, go to Coffeyville, do the same thing. Just kind of rinse and repeat. That's all you can do is give effort for 4 quarters, and then when the buzzer sounds, look up and see what the score is, and then you go from there. So, hey, if we have to take the hard road at Sub-State and travel a couple of times and win ball games, that's what we'll do. But, yeah, winning some ball games can sure help your placement.
With a couple minutes left in the game, Coffeyville is beating Fort Scott by 14 points. And so it sure looks like Fort Scott's going to lose. So going into the final game of the regular season, it's Labette County and Fort Scott at 6-5, and Chanute and Indy at 7-4. Okay. And Chanute's final game is at home on Thursday on senior night against Parsons.
Okay.
So a definite favor matchup there for the Blue Comets, and Independence goes to Fort Scott. Okay. So it doesn't look like Chanute will probably lose, but you never know. Mm-hmm. So anyways, enough said in regards to that. But Labette County falls to 13-9, and that will kind of scrum up their seeding a little bit as far as sub-state is concerned. So a lot to be found out there. We will not know who they play, seed, when they play, really anything like that until Saturday morning. All that we do know is the day they play, which is Wednesday, the boys. Tuesday, girls play in sub-state. Times I am not sure on. For now, let's step aside for 3 minutes as we await to see if Coach Argerbright would like to come talk to us. Good game, Coach. Let's step aside for 3 minutes, and we'll see if Coach Argerbright emerges. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to more Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Grizzly basketball. Final score 63-57. Pittsburg gets the win here tonight. Happy to be joined by head coach Bradley Argerbright of those Grizzlies. Coach, as you always, I know you'll say this, it was not for a lack of effort, and there were a couple balls that seemed to bounce Pittsburgh's way in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, we just couldn't seem to get a stop when we needed one tonight. That was probably the most frustrating thing. We talked about coming out of that fourth quarter, trying to go win it on defense, and we give up a couple layups right off the bat. So, it's just not championship defense that we needed tonight. So, I know the ball didn't bounce our way a couple times, but, a couple of those we didn't play very good defense when we needed it.
4 players in double figures, Heston, the Nash boys, and Kagan Bates. Nolan had 11 of his 13 in the fourth, really helped keep us in it.
Yeah, he played really good fourth, really aggressive in the fourth. We're going to need that from him all game, though. He's such a good scorer, especially when he's aggressive and he takes the ball and looks to score. When he looks to score, he's really tough to stop. So, just did a really nice job in that fourth quarter, but I'm going to keep challenging Nolan, to do that all game long.
Davis hurt us kind of both times we played him. Granted, we were able to beat Pittsburgh last time. He had 21, 23 tonight right in there. What threat does he pose, and how did we go about trying to come into this game and scheme for Pittsburgh in general?
Yeah, he's just a good athlete. When he gets in the paint, that's when he's really good. He got to a spot a couple times and hit some tough jumpers off the glass. So, he's a good player for them. We knew that he was the one to stop. So, we just didn't do a good enough job on him tonight.
The rim protection for Pittsburgh was solid in a couple stretches, but I loved how you guys kept going at them. They were jumping for joy down there, and you guys were able to draw a few fouls on them. Just what's the importance of – there were a lot of threes put up just trying to get back in it. But they were there because they had to respect our ability to drive.
Yeah.
So how do you see that there?
Yeah, we're always telling our kids to attack. We feel like we've got really good athletes. We were trying to get them to jump stop tonight and use a shot fake a couple times. I thought we did okay with that in the fourth quarter, but we've got to adjust to that earlier in the game, especially if they want to jump like that. So, credit to them. They made some really great plays around the rim, and they really affected the game there.
Another senior night awaits us at Coffeyville on Friday, who I think's playing okay tonight against Fort Scott.
Yeah,
They're
they
at
beat
home.
them by 11. I
Okay.
saw. Yep.
Obviously, tonight changes a couple things, but it certainly doesn't change the approach for the next game.
Yeah. We're going to come out. We're going to play hard. We're playing for our postseason, trying to host a game. I don't know where we're going to fall tonight. We were the 6th seed, probably dropped to the 10 or 9 tonight. So, we just got to go win a game to hopefully help ourselves out for postseason.
Coach, class act, thanks for coming up. Let's go get Coffeyville on Friday.
Yep. Thank you guys. Appreciate the support. Go Grizzlies.
That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. A big thank you to Joel back at the station, allowing our voices to be heard. For my father, Jack Leake Jr., cameraman Jonathan Dusher, I'm Jack Leake III saying good night from Pittsburg, Kansas. Safe travels if you're driving, and as always, God bless.